Hello all and welcome to This is Dice of Ages, Campaign 3. I'm your not so humble Dungeon Master TJ. Let's go around the table and introduce ourselves, and then we'll do a little chit-chat.
I'm Adam. I play Bastion in this campaign. I am the Sea Elf Warlock, and it is spooky season for a Warlock. I feel thematic.
Oh.
I have to do something creepy tonight.
Oh. Okay. You mean like traditional creepy, not like creepy guy creepy. Okay, good. Go ahead.
I'm Theo. I play Pip Thistle, and he not only vortex warped the entire town the entire town that was outside of the gates to safety, but he'll vortex warp his way into your heart.
And kill you, because that's too big. He's too big for your heart.
Well, it was cute.
It is cute. Kill you with love. Kill you with love.
Metaphorically.
Metaphorically.
Xenomorph style. Yes. Creepy. Pip Thistle. Friends.
I'm Mal. I'm playing Len, Dampier Ranger, and I don't have a quirky line. That's all I got.
I'm not the only spooky boy on the team.
Let me get
That's
you.
true.
Very in
Get this a
character.
little closer to you for you, so you don't have to lean so much.
I can scoot it.
It's okay. There you go.
Oh, I guess it's me.
Yes, it is.
Well, I'm Rhiannon. I'm playing Mevrin Orielor, who is... She just likes to talk to people and, shoot arrows. That's it. I don't have anything to say.
Likes to
either.
talk to people as she.
She likes to talk to people, and then when that fails, she shoots them for 60 points of damage in one turn.
And now I understand your history with Len.
Facts.
Yeah. No, that was shoot first, talk after.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think our characters even talked after that. I think it was more just,
Shoot first. Oh.
that one got shot.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Go
Moving
away.
on.
It's more like I'm told not to talk to you, so
Take
my
him
only
away.
option is to shoot you with an arrow.
Get his...
Accidentally.
It happens.
Communication through violence.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Alex, and I play Oscar Goodmeadow, a halfling monk, Way of the Kensei. And, we're going to have some fun.
Great. Okay, here we go. So, recovering from his traumatic vision, Stjern's spirit and mind returns to his body, finding that some of the beasts before him have reverted in form to the wood elf cherry contacts the gang had been searching for. Their current leader, Evie, attempts to aid the group in understanding what transpired during the unorthodox connection, leading to an exchange of unexpected information. Data suggests that the being within Stjern's mind is fractured and incomplete, causing it to act like a cornered wild animal, the visions manifesting as its trauma relived. The scribe Pierre, the former Black Panther, confirms the rumors of the cops and the resin-like threat, suggesting that more information could lie where the ancient ancestors kept records. And an offer is made to guide the troop through the Flamewood, accompanying the Cherry during their flight west. Regrettably, the adventurers opt for a plan to head north instead, as per the ancient guardian's direction and Evie's confidence therein. The two groups then bargain for a Cherry guide to take them as far as Tam Tala the next day, and a tenuous alliance is forged. With mention sparking interest, Osfer learns of the vague direction of the region's monastic temple, his initial motivation for travel here. The group head back to the park in the center of town to camp for the night, awaiting their guide's arrival for the following day. Osfer has a serene moment of absolution and gratitude with the statue of Avandra before bedding down to rest. Upon awakening with the misty morn of the 26th of Hylock, the group is startled into action by the sounds of alarm horns, announcing an attack upon the unfinished palisades. Rushing to the eastern edge of the town to help, the party and the Farron find themselves besieged by waves of unseelie fae disgorging from the fog. Boulders are lobbed and farmers are teleported to safety, while Maeve attempts diplomacy. After holding off the vanguard long enough for the sound of large, rapid beating wings to become unshunnable, an enormous dragonfly-like creature emerges from the haze, an Eladrin rider saddled upon its back. With undeniable prominence, the distinguished rider reverberates a declaration. The 1000th deal is broken. The seals are gone. Open the gates of the Fae, and let loose the bugs of war. Welcome back to CrestVahllen. All right. Cool. So this thing had just. Actually, let me show you what this fucker looks like, shall we?
Hell yeah.
We're gonna pull this guy up then.
Oh, I love it.
So this is the big dragonfly that this person is riding, and I suppose we should turn on the fog machine again. Boom, he lands about right now. He is... I do have a version of him that sits on there, but for the ease of what I may or may not have planned or what happens, I don't really know. We're just going to do this. This is my little spring Eladrin dude that needs to be repainted, so we're just going to put him... I'm going to stick him on there. I'll stick this little dude right there and hope not to break those wings. There we go. Great, and we will show you what they look like here. Actually, make this nice and large so you can see. Oh, well, you can't see. We're going to adjust the camera because it's a little bit too much this way. That's good enough. And I will show them. If you guys are the Patreon, you can check on Discord, and I'll take close-up pictures of all the minis so you can see them. Cool. Don't forget, patreon.com/Dice of Ages. Anyway, so this Eladrin seems to find you, Maeve, among the crowd. And after they kind of like do a sweeping motion of like this grandiose declaration, they end up like kind of turn and slowly and just find your gaze.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot, I'm trying to get back into this. Okay, so I'm over on the rampart over there.
You are, yes, you
Yes.
are.
Okay,
Not sure if you can
so-
see or not, but she's right here-ish.
Okay, so they're all just like focused on me.
Well, there aren't any more. Remember, you guys like emptied the
Yes.
forest and everything. So the only ones that's here is the dragonfly rider here, as the kind of alights on the ground there. Ooh, that looks so fucking cool.
Let's see. How should I greet them in Sylvan. Hello there. What do you want from us today? How?
You speaking at like second grade Sylvan?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
cool.
Yes.
You're like bonjour.
Hello.
Comment t'appelles-tu? Comment ça va? I love it.
Hello, bug elf. Well, no, she's like way over there, so I'm kind of like just
You're
yelling
just
at.
shouting.
Yes.
Okay.
Yo, bug lady. Or dude, I'm not judging.
Ambiguous.
We are close.
Okay.
Kinda, yeah, pretty ambiguous. Hard. It looks very androgynous.
Are
as
you
far as
here to
can
kill everyone?
Bug folk. No.
tell. They just continue staring at you and kind of cock their head. They look like their mouth kind of curls a little bit, like it's like. It's like when you hear someone with like trying to make an accent, but it's just bad.
Let's see.
You have their attention.
Damn it. How may we help you? What do you want? Why are you here?
They speak to you in perfect Sylvan, so no accent. They say, surrender, and give over your lands to the Fae, as was promised.
As was promised, I'm not familiar with what this deal was. Could you at least do us the decency of explaining to the folks here? Because how long ago was this deal struck?
Okay, cool. So this is what's happening here. Ooh, okay, so they look at you and they look at your form and they're like, did your mentors teach you nothing? We are your forebearers. We have come to take what was promised.
I am from far, far from here. I'm not familiar with the local rules, customs, or promises. And between us, most of these other people are much shorter lived than we are. So if this was even a few hundred years ago, that would have been generations for them.
I do not prescribe to your definition of whatever these years may be. Time is eternal.
For many of them, it isn't. Some, how should I don't know I was going to say something about, like, blah, 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 moon cycles. I don't know how this world is with lunar stuff, so.
You know what? Actually, do me a favor. Either roll an Arcana or a History check.
Just trying to find. Okay, that's 13.
13.
Not as
Okay.
bad as I thought.
You've read what you've read about the Fae and the Feywild is mostly in books and storybooks and stuff, not too much of actual scientific documentation.
Okay.
Granted, there is a story that you've heard of a fairy tale, actually, of someone went to the Fae or went to the Feywild and came back, and for them it was a week, but they came back decades later. So all you know is that it's not the same. It can be wibbly wobbly, but you don't really know anything else other than that.
Okay. I don't know how long ago the deal was struck, but I can almost guarantee that it wasn't with many of these creatures. These
Irrelevant.
people. It was.
The deal was struck. The seals are gone. And the thousandth deal has been broken.
The ones the deal was struck with are long dead.
Irrelevant.
Does that not?
No. Irrelevant.
But your deal was not with
It is not
these.
for us to. It is not for us to plan for your short-sightedness.
It's not my short-sightedness.
The
It's the
sins
people that
of the
built this
Father are
town.
handed down to the Son.
Yeah, we don't live here.
Yeah, we don't live here. We're just we're just passing through.
Is this plane not home to you?
Oh,
Are you from the realm of shadow?
okay, let's back up just a moment. How much are you saying is yours to claim? This plot of land with this city? Or on a scale of between this city and all the dirt, water, air, everything?
The reaches and the corners of this plane are ours to claim,
I see.
as we will make another Feywild.
And what would that entail?
Swing open the doors of the Fey, and let loose the bugs of war. A Seelie lost long ago. The Unseelie are all those who remain, and the deal was struck. But the gates are open now.
Okay, so just out of curiosity, if you were to make this extension of the Feywilds, what would that involve? What would that do to us?
Surrender, and you will find out.
Maeve, I think we must kill them.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, if they were just This town is ours now.
You will be absorbed into whatever court will divvy up your
Never
land.
Say no. Was their deal?
Well, I don't have land, but I get to join a court.
I'm gonna telepath to
Possibly.
Maeve. Nope. And
Yeah, like none of us understand Sylvan. This is all.
I
in
understand
Sylvan,
Sylvan.
right? Okay.
Oh.
You understand Sylvan?
Yeah.
Who else understands Sylvan? All right, can you both of you either roll a history or a Arcana check? See if you can get a little bit more context as to what's going on here.
that is a 21.
That's
21.
like-
Tell me which one you made because it's completely different information depending on which one you choose.
I made well, it's the same for either, so I guess
Yeah.
I'll make a history check.
Okay. What about you, Len?
Mine would have been history. I rolled like a 7.
Okay. All right. You're just like, I should have paid attention more. For that guy that used to bring the books to the library all the time, I should have paid a little bit more attention. Pip, history. Okay. Interesting. One of the many stories that your mentor would talk about was like old folk tales about how there are other realms other than this, and that's one of the that's actually another source of where you can draw some of your power from your magic if you choose to do it from the existence of like nature. Some people try it. Some people attempt to actually draw it from a different realm and therefore not affect this plane but another plane. Usually they don't draw a whole lot, so the effects are. There might be a plot of flowers over on the other side somewhere that might wither a little bit, but other than that, not really a whole lot of difference. And you have to be careful because you're still drawing power from another plane. And one of the things that they were talking about is that you have to be careful because we don't always know what's on the other side. And if creatures on the other side were doing the same to us, how far do you think we would go as a civilization to try to break the veil and go through and stop them from doing that? So it would be the same thing. So we have to be very careful when we draw power from other realms. One of the things you learn about that is that one of these realms is the Feywild, just like the Shadowfell. They're kind of like mirror versions of the material plane, just the opposite sides of the coin, right? So one of the things you have learned is that if there's like a mountain, like a big great mountain in the material plane, that mountain still exists in that same spot in the Feywild and in the Shadowfell. It might be a mountain of skulls in the Shadowfell and a very Fantasia style mountain covered with moss in the Feywild or something like that. And that space and time are really weird on those super extreme sides of those coins. The material plane is a little bit more linear, whereas the Fey and the Shadowfell very weird. Like depending, like when you go in and out of it, time is abstract and ambiguous. Age is abstract and ambiguous. It's very, very odd, and so is memory. Sometimes passing through the veil can make you forget all the time you spent in the previous realm you were just in. So, having said that, this entity, this Eladrin, could be, if they are from the Feywild, and what they say is true, and that the gates of the Fey have sprung open, they could have experienced anything from a day to millions of years, or anything in between. So there's really no relationship to how long it has been here in the material plane means nothing to them.
Okay. Can I try and make another Arcana check, or was
On what?
on the seals? When I
on the
hear
seals.
the word seals, could I try and make an Arcana check in relation to what I just remembered from the history check?
Sure. I'll say yes. This is hard.
Okay. Nope. That's a 11.
You don't first thing that pops into your head is seals in the northern region that have coats and everything, and then you get off onto a little bit of tangent, like, oh, cute seals, and you forget that you're in
right.
and you're like, oh, focus.
Shit. I shouldn't say that.
So, I have one final question before I make a decision. Which court
The
do you think
decision has been made.
Which court do you think I would be in?
Go ahead, just roll a straight charisma check for me.
Yes.
I feel like you're a Pisces moon.
Oh.
It may just get better friends and leave us all behind.
Yes.
18.
18?
Yes.
You
My
gotta
God.
be kidding me. You may join our court.
Oh my god. Yes.
Which is this?
Maeve's
Is
gone.
it which
Court of Spring.
Spring Court? Noted.
That is
I-
because the summer court. Well, we destroyed the summer court.
Well, okay. I
Do you wish to make a new deal?
draw back my bow and I shoot them.
Okay.
Really
Are you shooting the dragonfly or the rider?
The dragonfly.
Okay, cool. You got it. I guess. Does everybody remember their initiative from last time or no?
No.
I
All right,
don't.
let's just roll new ones.
I
That's
don't.
fine.
It's a mess.
That's fine. New
That's fine. That's fine. Totally fine. Totally fine.
Remind me
Yes.
what the Palisade bonuses are. Like we're all
Palisade. If you're on the
together-
Palisade, you get +1 bonus to your AC and your attack and damage bonus. If you are within the 10 to 15 feet of your squad,
Are
I
we
believe
still
it's 10 feet.
Are we still doing squads?
We'll find out. We'll see. You don't know how endless this way. If the gates of the Fae have been swung open,
That's
and
a
what
good
he says
point.
is true, there's a whole other plane that is flooding
Aw,
into
fuck
this
me.
plane.
Bruh, like we gotta deal with this disease shit, and now we have to deal with like invasion of the like body snatchers head ass. Like,
Are you complaining
like-
to TJ?
We're like
Is that what's
no,
happening?
no, it's like
Quest
cool,
deep at
but it's
this
like
point.
damn. Now we have like more shit to do.
Yeah, the world is a dangerous place, and things, as you guys have been noticing, things have been like rapidly ramping up as odd things keep happening more and more and more and more and more, almost like there's something else going on.
Almost like this is a D&D campaign.
Okay, I'm sorry. What was your question, Alex?
You already answered it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
Who wants
let's
to
do
roll first turn?
yes, 25 to 20.
21.
21. Okay. I'm gonna make sure I have this correct here.
Nobody? I've
Oh.
got a sheet. I'll roll for him.
I can roll.
Okay.
I can't Jaeger his character because I don't know junk about druids,
Yep,
but
that's okay.
that was better than mine. Actually, that was really good.
He has a +2.
Then it's still not. That would be a 19.
Okay. This one. This 14. Oh, it's absolute fucking come on, man. Um, 19 for Stern, you said?
Yep.
19 for me too.
Who has the higher dex?
Stern.
Probably Stern.
15.
14. 13.
Yeah, so Stern does.
Okay, so Stern, and then Pip, and then we have 15 to 20.
Probably. I've got a 18.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
fuck! I rolled 23. We're starting.
Oh.
I was like,
Sorry.
I was like so zoned out for a minute. I'm sorry.
It's okay, so Len, 23, Bast, 20, Stern, 19, Pip, 19. Who's got 18?
I do.
Guys rolled real
We
high.
ate that.
17.
We ate that.
Jeez, you guys are clustered at the top.
Oh no.
God.
So here's, do me a favor. That shot is going to be part of your turn. Just because it doesn't count as a surprise round because they were talking right at you. They saw you pull a bow. So that
Yes.
it's your initiative is how fast you're going to pull that bow.
That's
17. But it does make sense because they ended up rolling a lower initiative than you. So everything
Cool.
pans out to make a lot of sense. And the Farron are in dead last. Len, you're up.
Pulling zero
Right,
weight as per usual.
Who's the closest one I can run up and just fucking throw shit at?
It's just the one.
It's just the one right
Just
now.
that one.
It's
Okay.
been a while since we've had one enemy.
I'm gonna. I think I'll stay back.
Yeah, you just got up.
Yeah. Oh wait, fuck.
You should heal.
I have 5 health.
Yeah. Or maybe maybe take this opportunity and retreat behind the palisades.
Yeah, I'm gonna just like if people see me run up the side of the Palisades, they're gonna like kill me.
I mean, well, they did just witness you. Okay, well, two things, because you were charmed for a bit, and did you try to attack the allies?
No.
You didn't, but you were just like, you just didn't help. You just kind of sat
Yeah,
there. So
yeah.
you went out there,
Yeah.
you tried to save people. So people saw you save people and then just chill out there for a
Yeah.
little bit. Like, where have all the flowers gone?
Yeah, fuck it. Just because it's the safest. I'm just gonna like Spider-Man, like run along the wall and
Yeah.
like get over the other side of it.
Cool, yeah. You have enough movement, right? To
Yeah.
get on the other side of the palisade?
I should.
Absolutely.
35.
Yeah, 35 feet. Where do you want to be? Got your little
Laser.
lasers.
Just like
Do you want to be up on it? Or
Yeah,
do you
I'll be
wanna
on it.
back
I'll be up
behind
on
You
it.
want to be...
Where's my laser?
Get up on it.
I have this one if you want to keep using. Honestly, it might be in
I don't
mine.
want to steal yours.
Well, it's not mine. It's
There
just the
should be
laser.
one
like
for
right here?
everybody.
It's-
There's a green one and a bunch of black ones.
I'll worry about it later.
Yeah.
And when I get
Just
up
share
there,
that
I'm
with
just gonna cure wounds myself.
You're talking like right here?
Yeah, right up there.
Oh, you want to get on top of the gate. Okay,
Yes.
cool. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. If you're right next to it, that's 25 feet of movement.
And 11 on cure wounds.
And the leader of the Farron, what was that name?
Raucus Vincentus.
Jonathan.
Raucus, thank you.
It's like the only name I've been able to recall. Because
Raucus is like right there as you just over the palace, and they're like, whoa. But they're a little too focused. I'm like, ugh.
bigger things to worry about right now.
Just like look at him like bleeding, just like wipe away my wounds with cure wounds. And I get 11 health.
It's like making eye contact the whole time. Just
Yeah.
Just kind of look
doing
at
it.
you like Gimli looks at Legolas. He's like,
Then you like
shore up the palisades!
lick the blood off your hand.
Oh god, not my blood. That's barbaric.
That's how you get sick. Okay, cool.
Do you do it in like a hot way?
No, it's like a
Pip's
very
like,
no. It's like a
Do
very
you do it in a
like,
hot way?
Nah.
I have a thing
bummer.
for taller dampiers.
I have a
No,
thing
I'm
for
just
people who
curious.
Are fucking bleeding, I guess.
No.
Are you trying to flirt with Raucus? Okay.
Pip's not asking this. I'm asking this.
That's true. I kind of want to know as well. For my dream tonight.
For future
This is
fan
good
art.
fodder. Okay, so guys, we're kind of gay here. It's okay. Here we go. So that was your movement and your action to cure wounds. You saw a bonus action if you want.
I don't think I can like. I could. It's at disadvantage because the range. I could just like.
You can't
No, I can't
tap
talk,
with the
yeah,
bonus
I
action
can't.
until unless you took your action to attack as well.
No, I'm not gonna do shit then.
Okay, cool. Then up next is Bast.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
So, anyways, I started
Start
blasting.
blast.
Does an 18 hit?
What are you trying to hit?
Rider.
The rider?
Yep.
18 just hits.
Do you get 2?
I did. My other one was very much lower than
Oh,
that.
okay.
Not a 1, but it was a 2. And I did minimum damage, so 5 points of force damage.
5 points of force damage. Okay.
That'll show him.
Ow.
And
Shoulder.
Kasiksi is going to
You can sleep on
hold
your shoulder weird
a
when it's
lure
achy.
Okay.
in case this thing approaches within 30 feet of us.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. You are on just at the outside of the gate, correct? Okay. Cool. You got it. You got it. Okay. That's then the end of your turn, Bast.
Yep.
You still have your hand out, or
My tentacle?
yeah? Wasn't it?
It lasts
over-
for a minute.
I think it was over.
It was over here.
Yeah, it was over there.
'Cause it was fighting the
Yep.
Fae.
Just so we know, is that concentration? Or
No.
Okay, so just make sure that we know that's still on the field. Okay, then that's Stjern.
I guess it
Stjern
just depends on how long
is
that
over here on the
conversation
palisade.
was.
was he still up in?
Was that conversation longer than a
Starry
minute?
form?
That conversation, I would say it was like maybe 45 seconds. I'd say so. I would give you like 2 more rounds. Of
Okay.
it, and then that's.
All
Well,
right.
no. How many? I give you 1 more round because you were in combat for a couple rounds too.
Cool.
Something like that. Yeah. Go ahead. I'll say you have until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
No, was he still in starry form?
Yes.
Yeah, because it doesn't drop unless
Oh.
he drops.
He
it
was
or-
doing his archer thing.
Yeah, then
I don't think he switched to Chalice to help
No.
heal, did he?
No.
Okay. Yeah, so he's still in his archer form. So he can bonus action shoot, action cast spells if he has spells.
He marked off his thirds, but I don't know what other spell he's used. So
There was the tidal wave,
yep.
That's third, yeah.
and what? Were there any other big spells? For
He cast Flame Arrow earlier.
So
And I
it's-
know he had cast like at least one Guiding Bolt during the.
Yeah, but those aren't.
Right,
Guiding
those
Bolt
are
would be
lower.
first,
He didn't
yeah.
mark any off.
No,
any of
but
his
he gets
lower.
free guiding bolts through his pact. Through his not pact.
No, I think that's different. isn't it?
Doesn't he get a free guiding bolt through?
Oh yeah, in the first when he first turns.
Yeah.
He did that already. He did that on one of the phase coming. That happened
So
already.
he wouldn't.
So maybe it only has been those 2 third level spells.
Yeah. Okay.
So what's he doing? Guiding Bolt and
I'm
Bonus
thinking
an Archer
guiding,
Blast.
bonus action shot. Yeah.
probably guiding bolt on the little guy because
Yeah, do a second level Guiding Bolt. You still want to roll?
No, I'll let you.
Okay.
You've got the character sheet and all that.
25 to hit.
Got it. That is to the rider or the dragon?
The rider.
Okay. That hits.
Does upcasting give you more d6s?
Yes.
Ooh.
$16.
Oh, plus isn't there a bonus because when you reach other? That was a thing.
It's a so he is so you get +1 for being in a squad, +1 to your attack roll, and I'm sorry, yes, no, +1 to your attack roll, bonus, and AC, and you get +1 for being on the palisade. So you have +2 to whatever damage that is.
Oh, okay. 16 on the die, so 18.
18, yes,
Radiant
because you don't
damage?
add anything to guiding bolt. Yeah, 18. You got it. 18 radiant damage.
And then he'll do his Starry Form shot as a bonus action.
At
Okay.
advantage.
At advantage, because he just gave it to himself. That's only a 14 at advantage.
Add advantage. So don't forget, it's also a +2.
So it's 16.
Yeah.
16 doesn't
AC is
hit, yeah.
18,
It doesn't hit. So goes wide. As you see, the Eladrin rider
Wait.
just kind of what's up.
Is it just a straight roll for his archer, or does his archer get, like, I know.
What's
my
the range on
stuff
his
is-
archer?
60 feet. So it's probably too far anyways, but
So he can't even shoot his archer thing because it doesn't. He doesn't
There-
have disadvantage of the shot. He just
I
straight up
remember
can't shoot.
80 feet was like the stump.
yeah.
Yeah, and remember, there's fog everywhere, so everything beyond 60 feet is at disadvantage anyway.
Yep.
So that just doesn't it just goes wide. The fog had like opened up, which is now right now the fog has opened up just to show because of the beating of the wings. But as soon as it becomes their turn, it's gonna go back. So it doesn't matter, it misses anyway. Okay, so boom, boom, boom.
Pip.
Yes, Pip.
Well, I'm gonna fireball them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
cool. You got it. Is that within range?
I think
Fireball's 150 feet.
150 feet? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I can move slightly.
Or
if it-
120 feet.
No, I
It's
think-
100
I
One
think
of the
you're
two.
good. It's 100 feet?
It's 150.
120 or 150.
It's 150.
150 feet would be 30 inches.
He's,
Right?
I think the end of
80
the
is
table
here.
is like
Yeah.
150 feet, so we're good.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay. So, Dex.
Dex saves for both of them.
For both of them.
That is a. What's your DC?
16.
16. That's a failure for the rider,
130 feet.
and a failure for the dragonfly.
24, 25. 25.
25. 25 fire damage. To
Wait,
both.
no, 27.
27.
Sorry, I missed a
Okay,
die.
No, it's okay.
Do you get the? Are they within range for the squad bonus?
Oh shit! I forgot he has magic resistance. So that's a success.
There's only we aren't on the. I guess yeah. Pip and I are right next to
You
each
only
other.
you only need 2 for the squad if I remember the rules correctly.
So would I get +2 to that?
Plus 2 damage. Yes.
So then it would be 29.
Got it. Yep. Okay. Let me just do quick maths here.
And mine would have been 7.
I'm just doing quick maths because he has magic.
Would it
resistance.
make them? Would it make my saving throw DC higher if it's a squad?
No.
Okay.
No. That
I
would be
just thought I
absurdly
asked.
powerful. No, to AC, attack rolls, and attack damage
Okay.
is what you get the bonus to.
Okay.
Pip, you are in a squad. Actually, Pip, Len's too far from you.
No, you said
Oh, but 2.
right?
Yeah.
Bast
no, Bast is right.
is right next to him. We're both out front.
I understand. Was it 2 to do squad attacks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it was at least 2 to do squad attacks, not 2 to do full squad.
Oh, I missed
I thought
another
it was
die.
3 to have the full squad.
I thought so too.
It's 3 to have the full squad
Okay.
thing. It's 2 to be able to do squad attacks. Remember, like the whole
okay.
simultaneous thing?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you
well,
don't have a
it
bonus.
would be 29 anyway because I missed another die. It was
Okay,
behind my
that's fine.
D20, so because I'm dumb.
All right, that's fine. Okay, Pip, that was your action. As
Um,
you
It actually, I decided that my fireballs look like fireworks.
Oh yeah?
Like that.
Oh, cool. Just like that. Cool. And you see that the as like the fireworks go, the Eladrin like kind of puts up their hand and kind of there's a shimmer and there's a bit of a as the fireworks kind of dissipate around them, they don't take as much damage.
Bummer.
Not because they have magic resistance, so they roll with advantage on the saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Not because they have resistance to fire damage.
Okay.
It is fire damage, right?
Yeah.
You're not changing the type.
No. No, I
Can
can't.
you change?
I
Okay.
can't.
Okay. That's something else.
That's sorcerers.
yeah. Okay. Cool. That was your action.
I don't really have any bonus actions.
You want to move?
No.
Okay. Then we go to Osfer.
Well, he's too far for me to do anything, so I'm gonna use my movement and maybe dash as well to get up on the palisade.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I'm between Steering.
Yeah, you're a small creature, not a medium creature, so you can fit. That's fine.
And if that's my 35 feet of movement from here to up the palisade, is that? Do I need to dash to do that?
No.
think so.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25 only. It's only 25
Okay.
is all that takes you up there because monk and ladder.
Then I will use my action to take the dodge action.
Oh, okay. You take dodge action. Got it. As you ready yourself. Are you using a key point to do the bonus action dodge or okay.
No, just the regular action.
regular action dodge? You got
Because
it.
I'm not going to, because he's way out of range. I can't attack.
Okay. Then we go to Maeve.
All right. And so, I said already I shoot my arrow at the bug. Is it at advantage or disadvantage?
No one's hit. Well,
It would just. It would.
Or
It would just
normal?
be a straight roll
Yeah.
because the fog is not in them right now because the fog just
That's what I
dissipated as
meant.
the
Is
wings
it
went
like a
up.
regular roll?
So it's regular roll because it's a longbow and you have insane range with the longbow.
But
That's the
it's still
guiding
glowing from the
bolt?
guiding bolt.
No, the ladrin is not the bug.
Yes.
I
I know, and I already
Shooting the
said immediately before combat that I was shooting the bug.
Yeah.
So. Natural 20.
No fucking way. I was
Yeah.
gonna do something cool, but I
So,
can't do it.
Natural 20 plus 7.
Our machine.
Yeah, I
That
mean
even
you
matters.
you hit the dragonfly.
Okay.
Okay.
What exactly does a.
Natural 20
all the
doubles how
damage
many
die.
dice you roll, meaning that if you wanted to add your arcane archer onto that, those dice would be doubled as well.
I was going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Plus, it hits twice.
Well, it's
You
just that's just for the first attack. You'll
Yeah.
roll again for the other
Oh,
attack
okay.
once you resolve this attack.
Okay, so. My d8, I rolled an 8.
So roll it again.
What do I. Oh, okay.
And add that.
And then you add your modifiers per normal.
Okay, so for the first hit, it hit for. How much do we get? Plus 2 to attack?
You have plus whatever you have there for your longbow,
Yeah.
What's
and
your
then
dex
plus 2
plus?
damage on top of that. But don't forget that if are you putting an arcane shot into this?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so roll all those dice. So your longbow is going to be, because it's usually 1d8, now it's 2d8.
Yes.
And then you're going to roll whatever die you do. Well, what arcane shot are you using? Let's resolve all this at the same time.
Oh, bursting arrow.
Bursting arrow, so do I need to roll a save or it
2d6.
just does damage?
So you're rolling 4d6. Doubled it.
Yeah.
Detonates after it hits a creature. Targets and all other creatures within 10 feet take 2d6 force damage.
They just take it, no save
Yes.
needed. Okay, so both the dragonfly and the rider are going to take an additional 4d6 damage. So you're going to roll 2d8, 4d6, plus whatever your longbow damage bonus is, plus 2, and then tell me the total.
Plus 2 after all that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yes.
So just for the arrow, what's your dex modifier?
Here, do this. Roll 2d8. Roll 2d8.
Yes, I just did.
Okay.
Plus my dex on that
Yep.
Yes.
is
It should say it right next to the damage part of your longbow. It'll say like 1d8 plus something.
yeah.
Your
no,
dex
it's
modifier.
D8 plus dex. That would be 17.
17 for just the arrow.
Just
Okay.
the
Plus
damage.
plus some damage
So
from
you're going to
the-
roll 4d6
Yes.
now. And then you're going to add 2 more from the squad and palisade bows.
Okay. 13 from
13,
the
so that brings you to 30.
So
Plus 2, so 32
so
points of
15?
damage.
Yes.
So here's the deal. The dragonfly takes 17. Both the dragonfly and the rider take an additional 13.
Yes.
Or, additional
15.
5. No, because the plus 2 only applies to the weapon damage.
Okay.
So then
Okay.
So the dragonfly takes 19 points of damage, plus the 13 from the bursting arrow,
Yes.
and the dragonfly rider takes a 13 points. of
And
damage.
that's just the first
That's
arrow.
just the first attack. That's correct.
The bursting doesn't apply to my second arrow, does it?
no.
No.
The
Because-
natural 20.
Okay, so
No.
bursting arrow only applies to
It's,
one
it's
of
per
them.
shot.
One
Yeah, it's
arrow.
one
Yes.
shot. One shot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So because I rolled a crit, I do another arrow worth of damage, but no more bursting.
Correct.
Yes. But you could put another hurricane shot if you wanted to.
I think I already
You already used your
used
two?
that one
Okay,
last game.
You'll
Yeah.
have to short rest in order to get it back.
Yeah. So that all of that was your first attack of your
Just one arrow.
Yes.
2 attacks that you get to do.
Okay.
As you overdraw your arrow, you pull it back and Osfer and Stern standing right next to you. You hear the creak of the wood on her bow as she's pulling it back way too far, and then she just whispers something in Sylvan, and this thing goes and spins, and it goes. You hear as a supersonic wave as the air splits before it, and when it makes contact, there's a silent. And there's just like a concussive wave as the ladron almost gets knocked over, and the dragonfly startles and has to balance itself like those DARPA dogs that's like regaining its footing. And yeah, you just release this thing and you hit this like the ladron right in the fucking shoulder with this. Go ahead, second attack.
Okay. 13 plus the 2, I guess.
But you got to roll a d20 for this.
No.
You have to roll to attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
To hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's another
no.
attack.
Right. I feel dumb.
It's okay. Just a straight roll. Plus
That was
your
much
longbow.
worse. Yeah. So that one I guess missed.
Okay.
Well,
so
what is it?
It was like a 3.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that one.
Mine.
So you're like,
Yes.
yeah, it was so impressive, and then you're like, oh shit.
Okay. Yeah. I just thought it. Okay. So it adds a second attack, but I still have to roll attack for each one.
yeah. Each one is it.
Yeah,
So
that sounds
so you
right.
use your. So what extra attack does is that you use your action to take the attack action, and then you find out how many actually attacks you have, depending on how many extra attacks you have. Because like, as a fighter, at the end of it, you're gonna have 4 attacks per action. Yeah,
Yes.
it's insane. And then if you action surge on top of that, that's 8.
Yeah, you can be I joke
Yeah.
about you being a machine gun, but like you're like actually gonna be able to be a machine gun.
You're gonna be Legolas like 4 L's.
Cute.
It's gonna be crazy. Okay, cool. So that was just your action. You have movement and bonus action if you want it.
Oh.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay,
Yeah.
you stay there then. Maeve, right after you, it is the Eladrin Rider's turn. The Eladrin Rider kind of looks up, and you see blossoms begin to sprout on their pauldrons as they pull your arrow out of their shoulder, and they pull their own bow out and they pull it back, and you see it begin to charge up, very similar to the way what you just did, except exponentially more exaggerated, as their bow actually light starts to grow on the edges of it as vines curl to make the bow twice as large, and it pulls back far more, and barbs start to grow on the arrow itself like a thorny bramble, and they just release it, and you see this arrow coming at you, and for an impossible speed. You gotta be fucking kidding me. But it detonates early. As it detonates into, apparently your arrows aren't strong enough for the magic that they were trying to infuse into it. So it detonates early, and a bunch of, a sphere of thorns just hits the dragonfly that he's riding.
Did they roll a 1?
They rolled a 1, yeah.
Damn.
But he rolled great on his save, so he's not going to take as much. Okay. Okay, cool. They put their head up for it, and then they pull out one of their own arrows, which is about a foot longer than your arrows, and has what looks like, there's no metal on any of the things they have. There's actually no, actually, I take it back. There's some gold and silver, but there's no iron or steel or anything like that. And they pull it back, and what looks like just this sharpened, beautiful rose at the end rather than metal, and it just of a very sharpened petal, and wooden arrow that pulls back with actual eagle feathers and charges it up one more time and tries to shoot at you. Oh, and I lost my die. That is a 14 to hit.
My AC is 16.
Okay, so
+2 for the palisade.
Oh, right.
yeah, +2. It hits the palisade. Then on contact, bursts. Anybody within 20 feet of that area, which I think is going to be
Those
Pip.
3. Yeah.
No.
I think it's going to be Pip, Osfer, Stern, and Maeve. But you guys have a half cover from this, so you're going to get a +2 bonus to the dexterity saving throw.
Pip's further away than 20 feet.
He is?
Yeah.
For real?
20 feet to the edge of the building.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
If it's hitting the palisade, it's further than 20
it's
feet
gonna
away.
hit right here.
Oh.
I'm sorry, what am I pointing? Look right here. That's where it's supposed to hit. Right here. Is that 20 feet from him?
I don't think so.
Yep.
No? Okay, great.
Maybe about
Then it's not
25.
Pip then. Then it's just the
Yay.
3 of you guys. And some of the Farron, but they have technically 3/4 cover, so they have a shit ton of bonus to this. They're fine, actually. Okay, dexterity saving throw, Stern dexterity saving throw.
Do I get to do that at advantage because of dodge? Or is that
That is
just for
advantage for
straight-
attack rolls,
straight
yeah.
attacks? Okay.
But you do get +2 bonus from the half cover of the palisade. Whatever you get. Let me
Okay.
know.
21
Um,
for Stern.
11.
Success, fail.
21?
21, success. Okay, you guys are going to take half of this then.
No.
Ooh, that is 4 6s. That is max damage. So 24 damage to anyone who failed, and 12 damage to anyone who succeeded. As the rose just opens up and explodes into a bunch of razor wind petals that make a small whirlwind before dying down and falling down very romantically.
It's like half my health.
It's more than half of my head.
Great.
Okay, that was their attack. They're going to then bonus action.
Did anybody roll for Stern?
I did.
Yeah.
Dex?
He saved.
Okay, he saved, so he takes 12 points damage.
Yep.
He's then going to bonus action command his dragonfly to fly up. And we're gonna do a thing. You've got stuff.
Ooh. It's like when there's stuff.
I can see.
So used to making do with what we have at the table, like, yeah, let me just put the dragonfly on this root beer can or something. Okay, ow, my leg is asleep.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Yeah, I was sitting on my leg, kind of funny. It's
Dragonfly's gonna get up.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Just slowly dying.
Just straight up.
Straight up and actually over here.
Alrighty.
We're gonna move this tree over here. Just I'm gonna put it back on in a moment. Whoops. Whoops. Everything. Whoops. Oh.
Oh dear.
Is it okay?
I broke 2 of the wings off.
No.
That's okay. I'll have to glue them back on later. I was really hoping that wasn't going to happen, but it's okay. Just push on. It's okay. Is that a tree that I broke too?
Yeah, I got that. Take the wings.
In a moment. Okay. Well, that sucks. Oh well, I'll glue him back on later. He's not hurt. That's just the mini.
I mean, he is hurt,
Yes. He
Dragonfly is looking pretty roughed up.
but he's not de-winged.
No. Okay. The Eladrin actually before that happens. The Eladrin hops off. Actually.
So he's still on the ground over
Yeah,
here?
he's still on the ground. He's actually going to go behind this tree all the way over here. This tree. Oh, 1, 2.
I was gonna say we all have laser
This
pointers,
tree
right?
right here.
Oh. Can you move him there?
Yeah. 1 second. I can't reach that.
You can
far.
take off his sticky if you'd like. Yes, he uses his bonus action to allow Dragonfly to take full movement during his turn, and then it's the Dragonfly's turn. The Dragonfly is then going to do one of these things. Let me just double check this because he's not going to be dumb about this. So can I have the? There he is. And I just want to make sure he has enough movement to do this. And so I saved myself from 17 times 5. 50.
Plus 35.
85. 85, right? Yeah.
Yes.
85 plus. He has 60. Yeah, okay, 160. If he bonus action dashes back, he'll be just 5 feet closer. So what he does is that he moves all the way down here, comes down to the top of this thing. The palisade, unfortunately, and the gatehouse does not grant extra bonuses for airborne attacks because there's no wall, just boom, the top.
As he approaches, he
Yeah.
needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
For what?
Because Ceexi's holding his lure.
Oh, yeah, you got it. Fey creature, so resistance.
Is that a fey creature?
Oh, for sure. It's
Or
an
is that a beast?
It's an unseelie.
Okay.
But resistance, but it doesn't mean immunity. That is a 16.
Yeah, he saved.
Okay. Okay, cool. Comes down. It makes a wing attack upon all 4 of the people on the gatehouse. So that's
Len.
Raucus, Len, and the Farron. So here we go. We're gonna do.
Sisters.
It's not an attack roll. It's a dexterity saving throw. You guys don't get the bonus from the palisade because it's an airborne attack. It just comes right from the top. And I'll roll for the Farron. Natural 20 for the Farron. Hey, Raucus, not as good, but that doesn't. I don't think that makes it. Okay. What'd you get, Len?
10.
10. That is a failure.
It's okay, Len, I believe believe in you. Go
So,
team.
we can do this.
14. The Farron actually only take half, so they're okay. They're okay. They take a lot. Len, you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as this wing just.
12 on a save. Deal.
And Raucus takes 14 as well. Raucus is still up, but Raucus is hurt.
Just barely hanging in there.
Staying
Okay.
alive.
This and then it uses his bonus action to dash and go right back to where it was.
Do they get opportunity attacks?
When it leaves.
It has flyby.
Okay.
Yeah, this thing is not. This thing it moves very, very, very fast. Okay, so Farron do, and now it's the Farron's turn. Farron are now going to do their best to. They're going to focus on the airborne threat because they're archers. So
Fair enough.
fair enough. They rolled a 4, so
You haven't hit with them once.
I know.
Yeah, in
I
line.
haven't rolled higher than a 7 on the die for them.
Theron pulling 0 weight.
They're trying their best. Not.
Raucus is gonna just try.
Are they just like a
this is-
completely
no.
like improvised militia too though?
No,
Like,
they're the town guard.
This
Oh.
is not.
oh,
They're
well,
volunteer.
improv
They're
militia.
volunteer town guard, but yeah.
This is not an
Okay.
evil campaign, but I feel like if we wanted to, we could just take control of this town.
Okay,
There's no one
As
here.
soon
would
as they're
stop
shooting
us.
at us, they're gonna be able. They're gonna be like rolling 20s.
Rolling high.
That's so true.
yeah, right.
Rolling
Now
rocks.
we're back to the top of the order. Len, that's you. How you doing? Are you okay?
Okay. I'm sitting at a hot 2 health right now.
Woof.
I have
can I
one more
do?
healing potion if you really need
He's on the wrong side of.
it. Yes.
Just chucks it at the wall.
Toss it over.
Who's next to me?
The Farron and
Raucus.
Raucus.
Yeah, this is Raucus Vincentus, and these are the two Farron.
Do either
They-
of them look wounded at all?
Yeah, all of them look quite wounded.
I'm gonna cure wounds. Whoever looks the most wounded.
The two Farron look the most wounded.
Okay.
They succeeded on their save, and they still look pretty banged up.
I'm gonna cure wounds. Just one of them.
Blonde or redhead?
Blonde.
You should. I don't know how long this has been going on.
Represent.
Like in
Oh my
universe,
God, I keep
Yeah, what's up?
but you should maybe have one of them fall back and go get more guards.
Okay.
It's been like 30 seconds.
I rolled an 11.
A minute.
You rolled an 11. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, they're back to full health.
Sick.
oh, that's super concerning.
They took 7 damage, and now they're back to full health. They were very damaged, and now they're back.
Okay.
A lot of health pool or we did.
They're level.
They're just regular guards. I mean, these volunteer
I'm gonna
militia.
try
Yeah.
and- Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think
like I
can-
said,
think
we
I
could
do
totally
much
take
else.
this town.
So
You're not wrong
great.
though. I mean, I could probably wipe
Actually,
out the town in one shot.
Yeah.
No, wait, it's probably out of range. Yeah, it's out of range. No,
Yeah.
that's all I'm gonna do.
I will say, Maeve, like what you saw this person do is very similar to what you do, but a lot better, or just a lot more powerful. Like almost like this is, you know, I don't know. I'll let you.
They won't be better
stipulate.
than me when they're dead.
Jesus.
You're better than me. I will kill you. Dead ass.
You could
Very
send
mean girls
the,
response.
Yeah.
You could send the one that you didn't heal back to go get more guards.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, get out of here. Go
You
get
go
more
over to the
cards.
redhead and be like, "This isn't a place for someone
I'll
without
be
a
like,
soul."
I'll be like, you're.
Wow.
I'll be like, you.
Sorry.
The longer you stay here, the more likely you are to be completely annihilated. Go get more guards.
You got it. Cool. Roll just a persuasion check for me,
You're not
or
my-
intimidation, your choice.
You're not my dad. I'm do persuasion.
You're not my
Well, I'm
dad.
not good at charisma. That's just an 8.
An 8.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. A natural 1. So they're like, that makes
Fine.
sense. And they just
You're out of
they
your
hop
depth
off.
here.
They hop off and they're like,
Reinforcements.
and they go down the ladder and they make it to about like here and they're like, we need reinforcements. And when that happens, this door opens. Oop, well, let's open the door. Yeah.
What? They've been there the whole time?
They're just chilling.
The whole platoon just hanging out. having
This
beer.
door opens. Open. Sir, door
Open
open.
sesame. Gotta say
This
the
door
magic words.
opens, and out comes the 3 farmers that you've saved, all brandishing like makeshift weapons. That they
Not
have made,
you.
and they're like all 3 of these women just like brandishing these like makeshift,
They're
like
all gonna die.
very gnarly looking weapons. Like there's a hoe that has a bunch of like
What is she carrying?
stakes attached to the end of it. It
Wait.
looks like it could just smack some people
That's
and like,
raw.
perforate people.
I'm here for it.
Describe the armor that they found and put on in the house.
They're wearing a bunch of like tanned hides
Oh,
around
fuck.
themselves, like leather
Oh,
armor.
sick.
And they've got like
An
leather
icon.
caps on, and they're just like ah!
Let's
As
go.
they come like running
Didn't
out
scare
here
up
and
some
going up onto one of the
half-plate.
palisades. There's one. There's a couple of them have like there's one woman that has a big old quiver full of javelins and what looks like a very old crossbow. It looks like an heirloom.
It's just like breaks the moment.
And they all 3 of them come up onto the palisade and are ready to fucking go.
I'm so ready.
Let's go. That's hype.
They managed to
That's
find some half plate in there, right?
Yeah, one of them has a short bow. One of them has a hoe with like a bunch of stick, like very Rising Dead style, like just hoe with like a bunch of stuff. Like it looks like tarred
mean
to
Dead
it is a bunch
Rising?
of wooden stakes. Like they could just with somebody. And the other person has a bunch of javelins and a short bow, or a crossbow.
We're all
Cool.
Mad Max.
Yo, we just made Mad Men.
Yeah, and they're like wearing tanned hides. Okay, cool. So they go when the Farron goes, which is now. Because the Farron. Well, no, Len, you did the thing, so they'll go next time. But yeah, this guy runs away. That then brings us to Bastion.
Blasting the bug.
Blasting the bug. You got it.
Jeez. Nope.
Both hits miss.
Yep.
As the bug just goes back and forth, even though it's missing 2 wings. Ooh, careful, that
Wait,
scares me.
Would a +1? No, okay.
Okay.
4 and a 6.
Yikes. That hurts. Then we're at initiative 20, and that's when the lair action happens. The fog then re-envelops the area as the Eladrin appears to have some control over it and the fog. So now anything beyond 60 feet is at disadvantage. You also then notice that another platoon comes out of the fog.
I mean, this isn't really their lair. How do they get to do lair action?
Oh, they're terraforming this place. What the fuck are you talking about?
This
Yeah,
is
but if
their-
you're in the
this is
middle
their
of
lair now.
Swing wide the
terraforming.
gates of the Fae, guys. Do you know what the Fae does? I mean,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
I feel like
she's
if you're
the giant-
remodeling your house, it's not really your lair.
Okay, you can play semantics all you
I would definitely would. If I had a house
haven't
and was
conquered
redecorating
shit
it, I would
If
definitely
I-
say I am rearranging
I'm sorry,
my
but
layer.
this room, this basement, absolutely my fucking lair. Okay?
Okay.
Actually, we call it the lore lounge, but I mean, I consider this to have a lair. My lair action is to play games with my friends. Okay, so
You hoard friendships.
I hoard friendships. Like you're not going anywhere. Okay, cool. These guys show up. Another platoon shows up as part of the lair action. Do. Where's my map? There it is. We're just gonna roll initiative for them. Absolute dog trash.
Bless
They
you.
are at.
I'm gonna blow my nose.
Okay.
I've been really sniffly today.
They are at the bottom of initiative. That doesn't help at all. Okay. Bass. Oh, I'm sorry, Stjern.
Everything's so far away.
Yeah.
I don't even think. Wait, unless he has spells that can go that far.
I mean, guiding bolt is fine.
Maybe
That's
guiding
about
bolt.
it.
Maybe guiding bolt the bug.
Yeah.
The bug is in the fog now.
So that's a disadvantage.
It's 60 feet in the air. It's not in fog.
Well, yeah, isn't it having to beat its wings to stay airborne?
I mean, like that is a very good point. I mean,
not like
granted,
it's
I'm
just
sorry,
hanging
but
there
fog doesn't
menacingly.
just stop at a certain elevation. It's the
Yeah.
atmosphere. It's the clouds
No,
coming down
but
from the
he's-
sky.
The fog definitely
he's
stops
beating his
after a certain
wings.
Not
height.
this fog. This is magical fog. Get off of my dick. God damn. For real.
But he's beating his
You're
wings.
banned
That
from
would
the game.
clear, or at least
And
very
you
much.
said the
He's-
fog is really
he's within
in,
the
not
80
that it is
feet.
really
My God.
up.
He's within the 80 feet, though.
As with everything, I will roll to see
You
if the
said-
magical fog is being dispersed by the beating of the
It
winds.
doesn't matter. He's close enough to the Palisades. He's past the fog.
Is he 60 feet from the palisade?
80 feet.
Anything 60
No,
feet
it
beyond
was
that?
80 feet.
It was 80 feet? Do you have it
Yes,
written down?
because it was the log right there.
Okay. Well, then, fine. I'm trusting you. Don't fuck me.
You're gonna get beat up.
He's got. You're giving them like every advantage.
Guys, do you understand the seriousness of the situation? Swing wide the gates of the Fae. Armies are pouring through. Do you
Yeah,
understand?
but
This
if we
is an
die,
army.
it's not going to be.
No,
This is
the-
two dudes.
This is a general's steed.
I'm just saying.
And there's definitely more dudes coming.
I'm sorry, but if a general's war steed can't survive a ragtag group of volunteer militia and a traveling adventure band of 6 people, then
An
it
actual
doesn't.
horse would already be dead.
Yeah, it's not a fucking
like-
horse.
I
Though.
feel
It's
like
a
we're at
fucking
the-
war
There are no
dragonfly.
tags on my racks.
It's a magical
TJ's
figure.
mercy for this one.
Yeah, I
that
think he
TJ's
just wants us
mercy?
to have a challenge. And also, he's mean.
Yeah, okay, that's it. Yeah.
Wave after wave.
I will not be
dudes.
made the villain
Plus-
in this scenario.
OP general
Says
dudes.
the one literally
Okay. Oh.
playing the villains.
Yeah.
Yeah, guiding bolt, second level at the bug. That's gonna hit. 24.
24. You got it.
26 because he's up on the wall.
That's.
Andy's with his squad.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna fuck with you. It really was like, you're at a higher elevation, that whole thing, but it's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna worry. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
26 still hits, so
Yeah,
it
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
matter. Ooh.
Is he doing something with you guys, or no? No, because he'd have to hold his action.
25 radiant.
25 radiant to the dragonfly?
Yep.
Ooh, for real?
Yeah.
Damn.
Shit.
I rolled
+2.
very high.
Damn.
Yeah, if you're given to the palisade damage.
If it's an attack roll, yeah.
or
Because
he'd
it's
get the
spell
group.
attack.
He'd get the group +1 anyways.
Yes. Yes, you get the group +1.
The other
regardless.
+1
And
is-
it is an attack roll, so we get the plus.
Okay.
The +1.
So 20. What did I say? 25. So 27 radiant damage.
27 radiant damage.
And now the dragonfly is glowing.
Yeah, how does that work with the fog?
Cancels out disadvantage.
Yeah, just straight roll them.
But I thought you said, right? Isn't there like a max range into the fog?
Well, you said that he's within 80 feet, right?
Yeah.
So he's in front of the fog, so then it is advantage.
But I'm thinking for this guy,
He's
still,
in the fog.
but he's still glowing.
Yes.
Do we?
Except that ends on Stern's turn.
Oh, it's only for one more turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dang it.
And nobody took advantage of it, so it
Ah, I
ends
see what you're
now.
saying.
Because he doesn't have any bonus actions that can reach.
No, he doesn't. Yep. Okay. Then it's Pip's turn. Osfer, you're on deck. Go, Pip, go.
I guess I'll magic missile.
Yeah, that automatically hits.
Yeah.
Who are you trying to hit?
Could I see?
You know what? Roll a perception check for me.
If magic missile already hits, but that still obeys the rules of
You
life.
still have to have line of sight. Yeah. It's actually because it says target, and one of the definitions of target is something that you can see or sense in some way where you can divine its location accurately.
That's 14.
14 to hit which one?
No, not to hit. To
Oh,
see.
14 damage. Oh, 14?
As a perception check
Yeah,
to
God,
see.
15 on stealth. so
Okay,
you
cool.
don't
Then
see
I'm
it.
gonna see that boy.
Yeah.
Um,
I have a question. Does magic missile count as... Guiding bolt says next attack, right? So that it includes attack roll. Magic missile doesn't have an attack roll, so therefore they're still glowing after the magic missile's hit, I believe.
Magic
I've-
missile doesn't make him glow.
No, the
He's
guiding
already
bolt.
glowing from guiding bolt.
Oh, yeah.
No,
If
we've
it
talked
just
we've
will
talked
big
about
bolt,
this
the
before.
guiding bolt
Yeah.
bit go away
What's that?
because
We've talked about this before. It doesn't make it go
Yeah,
away.
it doesn't make it go away because it's not
It's
an
the next
attack.
attack roll.
Yeah, a neck attack roll. Okay.
Okay, so 3 towards this. And would I be able to see these boys?
Yes, yeah, you can see them. They're vague shape through the fog. They're not trying to hide themselves.
Okay, well, I'm going to try and go for this one. So I'm going to do all 3.
All 3. Okay.
4.
3d4 plus 3, right?
So, yes. So that is 3 plus 4 plus 5. So 9 plus 3 is 12.
12 points of damage. Okay. Dragonfly looks hurt.
And then I'm going to bonus action. Do I get
So
to
you like perforate some of the like buggy. What is it called? The wing, the fabric that chitin, that very very thin chitin that makes up the wings. You perforate a bunch of and put a bunch of holes in the wings of the dragonfly with your magic missiles.
Does that lower him? Because now he
It
is
was a flavor
reduced.
for how they were attacking.
Oh.
All y'all are on my dick
Oh,
today.
Okay.
Wait. It's getting a little desperate.
I
at the table.
didn't. I didn't know if it was flavor.
I know
or if
you had
that
to ask. I don't
had
blame you.
I'm
actual
gonna.
You have flavor. What
implications.
does the bug taste like? No.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm gonna
gonna.
find out.
Let's like I'm gonna find out.
I'm just
It's
gonna
full of
try
your
and
keg.
kind of
Fill up your keg
move.
of just
Should I
bug juice.
stay? I mean, are we getting any bonus from being close by?
That'd be kind of cool.
Okay.
You,
Then I am.
the squad bonus you get if all 3 of you are within, I
Okay.
believe it's 10 feet of each other.
Like having a
Yeah.
keg, of just like a
Okay,
glowy
then I am
fade,
going
goop.
to
It's
start
aloe
to
vera,
move.
It's like smeared on stuff.
Not that bug just go
Um,
full of like Bane.
I'm gonna start to move
Yo, you're the bug.
back towards.
Go to your mouth, like one of
I'm
those,
gonna
like-
move.
Like,
Where's
the
the
hat,
little?
like in SpongeBob or whatever.
Yes,
Here, over here.
like one of
Oh,
those
whoa.
spear hats.
Like
Right.
this away?
I might have to play like an artificer
30 feet?
down here and like, make some shit like that.
All of the measuring
Just like a
devices are
dude bro
gone.
damn pure.
Oh god. I don't know if I can manage dude, bro. It's too much.
So you can get to like there.
We should get some
Okay.
like reacher grabbers.
Sweet.
Okay, good. Pip, that's the end of your turn. Then Osfer, and then Maeve, you're on deck.
I will take the help action and help Maeve
To do what?
on her next attack. Give her advantage.
Don't
That's what the help action does. The combat.
help action works on ability checks. I don't think it works on attack. Does it say it works on attack rolls?
Okay, but now you need to draw a line.
Do I?
on that hat.
Have I missed this? I'm not sure if it
Might
works on
have
attack
to.
rolls.
Little cans like with blood.
Blood cans. I might have to.
I could be wrong.
Mm.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
It is. I think it's ability check. No, you can. You can add with attack. Attack.
Awesome.
Creatures within 5 feet of you. Yeah.
Interesting. So, for flavor, tell me how you help.
Kind of like how sniper teams have
Spotter.
spotter and rifleman. That's what I'm doing here.
Cool.
Spotting for me.
You just do this with your hands, and
He's right
you-
there.
And you're like the count of 3, 3, 2, 1, pink dust, and you just like let her know exactly where to shoot. Cool. Osprey, you kind of like, she's very, very tall and you're very short, so you like hop up on the palisade and like lean up against her shoulder because you're so small, and you're like right here. Like you get like right behind her and like with one foot up on like the small of her back, so you can be like, we got this.
This. What are you doing? There's no way. Oh, they're right there.
Perfect. You got it.
Probably like pointing out the fact that he's hiding behind the tree.
Sure. Yeah. Do me a favor. Roll a perception check for me.
Okay, but am I able to hit? I mean, he's got
Can
cover.
I smell him?
I'd say hearing would count.
Hearing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
one of those. Actually, those are both really good. Perception is what? Oh, where? Here it is. 20.
Yeah,
Dirty
you
20 on the die.
like zone in right in them. You can tell that right now they have like half cover because they're high, they're hidden, they're behind a tree. But you see them, and Maeve he points out right where he is, and you see him.
See, but if I try to attack him, what kind of disadvantage is that? Just
They are in the fog, so that's just disadvantage.
But I give you advantage.
But it's damage,
with
so it's
help.
just a straight roll.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
make it
doesn't matter how many disadvantages or
Oh.
advantages you. Is
Okay.
it out of water?
Because I was like,
Yep.
he's.
It's probably out of water. I'll put some.
Yeah, I was like,
I
he's
just
in the
don't want
fog
to burn
and.
himself out.
Yeah, of course. Put some water.
All right, I'll wait till.
He was making some funny sounds earlier.
Maeve, it is your turn.
Yes, and he is under half cover, but he's been pointed out to me, so I would like to attack this guy who's thinks he's so slick with his fancy arrows that are better than mine.
You think you're better than me?
Yeah.
There can be only one.
Highlander rules up in here. You get +2.
Oh, okay. It's 2, 6.
Close, please.
But you're not at advantage because he's in the fog.
Okay.
So just a straight roll.
16.
The 16.
16.
Yeah. That's with my +7 to hit and my +2 from the thing, so. I don't know.
Okay. That's not enough. You have another attack though.
Right. I'm gonna try again.
The help only works on the first attack. That's how it works.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, so this one's at disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, both are, let's see. 23.
Didn't even need my help.
Can't parry that. It's too high. So yeah, you fucking grab the you grab your bow, and he's like, you missed your first shot, and it was like, and it hits the tree like right where his face, like right next to where his face was. And the officer's like, 0.3 degrees to the right, and you and fire another arrow, and it guess what? It catches his big ol' ear. You zero in on ears. You're really good at it.
I'm like, oh my god, he's just like me for real.
Lend me your ears.
How much
Right.
damage?
Oh, like 5.
5 points of damage.
Yeah.
That makes sense because you scar his ear.
Well, yeah, it's a D8, but I rolled like a 2. So.
Do you add your +2 for the
Oh.
squad and palisade damage?
No, I didn't add +2.
So that is 7 points of
7,
damage. You got
yes.
it. Okay. Boom. Those are your 2 attacks.
Yep.
Bonus action. Second wind. Anything like that?
Bonus action. I'm just gonna shout in Sylvan. Shit. Just
Are you want to make a deal with him?
no.
Okay.
I'm trying to like just
He was like, fuck no.
think you're a better shot than me.
Oh, it's on now. Okay, here we go. Cool. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, here we go. Great. Maybe that's the end of your turn. It is now the Eladrin's
Is this yours?
turn.
No.
Um,
Sorry, that sounded so
cool. Here we go. Let's see what happens
no,
here. Oh, absolute
Peon
ball
dice.
sacks.
What Maeve does.
Arrow comes right between. So Osfer's head is right here, and your head is right here. Arrow goes right between the two of you. Big ol' arrow, like big arrow that then arcs and then sticks into the chimney of a building behind you, right into the grout. That's how fast it was moving and how much mass it had. And another attack. That's much better. That is a 21 to hit you, Maeve.
Okay, so yeah, 16 is my armor class
Okay,
plus
cool.
the 2, so it does hit.
Okay. That is. Oh my god, I'm rolling insane on my damage. That is 16. No, I'm sorry. Because of the +5 to thing, so 19 points of piercing damage as this arrow just like it like nearly like hits your clavicle and nearly knocks you back. Big old arrow like this long. Are you up?
Yeah, I'm still up.
You're still up? Okay, cool. The that's it. So bonus action he's going to do second wind.
No, not a second wind. I don't want him to have a second wind.
first wind was already enough.
That's enough of a
Absolute trash.
wind.
How is he looking, by the way? He looking fine?
He's not bloodied, but he's looking better now that he took a moment to hurt. They are looking better now that they took a moment.
Their first wind was good enough. I think I'm fine. They don't need a second wind.
They're quite determined. They were hurt, but now better. That is the Eladrin's
Fine.
turn. It is then the Dragonfly's turn. The Dragonfly... Yeah. Okay, Dragonfly is going to actually pull one of these moves and fly. We're gonna pick him up first. Is what we're gonna do. Put him right here, so that we don't break him further. And we're gonna move this. And we're gonna knock that over.
Rad.
And the Dragonfly is going to actually fly behind
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Oh no.
here.
Can I help you?
Excuse me.
Stay there.
Sir, do not come behind the counter.
As you see this like big orange fluorescent horn on like the head of the dragonfly's head like vibrates and starts making this it's kind of sound like this alarm horn thing. As you see it goes like a bunch of its mandibles go and it's going to spray a bunch of acid at I think everybody here. Let me go get my cone.
He can't hit
Not
any
the
of
cone,
us on
no.
the other side of the palisade.
Yeah, we're
We are
blocked by this
fully
guard
within-
tower thing.
Yeah, cover.
The acid's gonna wrap around and hit me too.
It's
What
gonna
it
go.
is, magic acid.
That's how magic acid works.
Yep.
I'm
have
upset
to
about
run
magic
around it.
acid.
Take an acid trip.
Cone.
Look at the font.
It's a 40-foot cone, so
I know that.
40. Oh, Jesus.
That for a fog machine is so cool. Is that like a
We're gonna
breathing
get-
thing?
I don't know. I want to like collect in a bottle.
No, not the
battles.
the injuries.
this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. It's acid, so it fall. Well, no, I think the palisade's kind of in the way.
The palisade's definitely in the way.
Yeah,
He's at the
the
base of
palisade's kinda
the.
in
He's
the
at the
way.
base of the
No.
palisade.
And at this point, it's just really
It does
dirty
shoot
water.
out and fall, but I'm not gonna be that mean.
But does it fall like that?
That's
It
good
would
fun.
spray
Let's
down.
get some
That's
snow,
true.
because
It would
there's
get
snow
to,
falling
like,
by the
Yeah,
way.
you're like right in that safe zone. If you were like 10 feet out, it would definitely hit you. Cool. Yeah, you're so Bass and
God.
Pip are okay.
Yeah.
Safe. But Len, Raucus, all of the Farron, and one of the farmers has to roll dexterity saving throws for me, please. As just this big old acid spray from this thing as it goes
I
in a
swear
big
to
old
God,
cone.
If this kills the farmers, I'm gonna be so sad.
We're gonna roll for the farmers
Before they even
here.
got a chance.
Natural 20 for the farmers. For the farmer, we'll find out how much damage if they survive. That is, Raucus rolled terribly, not good. The Farron rolled not good. Len,
12.
failure.
Why didn't we
you
just leave
failed
this
on that
town?
roll. You are not a failure.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you a failure.
The words
Okay,
were
so
Len.
the roll.
Words
Failure.
He says that to a player when the character like dies.
They tried to tell us we couldn't leave, but I mean,
Good.
Yeah.
really, what was
Sir.
stopping us?
At what point do we just flee for
You
our
were
lives?
waiting for the guide. It was your decision.
Because he told us we had to have somebody to escort us out of town.
They were okay.
We could have just fucking left. What are they gonna do?
I am not
Yeah,
going to.
at this point, now that we know,
I mean, theoretically, we could like literally right now be
You
like,
threatened
fuck
us.
this.
Yeah.
We could
You
just
said
like,
you guys
leave.
can't
Don't
leave.
blame this on me.
at what point do we run
I'm-
for our lives?
Okay,
Yeah.
characters
Counter
do
argument.
what the
I
NPCs
feel
are
like
going
at
to do what
this
they're going to
point,
do.
You
I
told us
painted
we
enough
were
of a
not allowed to
target
leave
on my
unless we were
dumbass head.
escorted out of town.
The
That
They're
they
gonna
will
follow
fair
us.
hunt us.
TJ did not say that.
The Farron said
Farron
maybe.
said
Yes.
that the town is on lockdown.
And now
You
we know
can't
that
leave.
the
Sherry
Farron-
said we can get you out of here.
I'm saying, why didn't What were they going to do to keep us in town?
Now you're realizing, what could they possibly have done?
I could just
Yeah,
we know
versus-
that
okay, I understand.
Now we know they ain't shit.
Was getting mad at
Just
me.
walked
all
away.
up
No,
on
no,
my
no.
dick today.
No.
Okay, so here's
That was we could have just walked right past them.
this
and
is
what were they going to actually
a decent
do to
amount of
us?
damage. So we're gonna what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Hey, stop! Don't
Yeah.
go. We,
Be like Anton
no,
Chigurh
stop.
with the.
what are you going to do? What are you
flipping
going to
a
do?
coin.
Shoot an arrow at me and miss 6 times in a row?
Those who
You
fail,
get out of here with your 10 health point.
those who failed their dexterity saving throw take 21 points of acid damage.
I'm down.
Oh.
The one of the farmers is down, even though they saved. That's too much damage for them. Farron, down. Raucus is down.
Everybody down.
Len, are you down?
Yep.
Everybody's down.
Down on the ground. Get down on the ground.
It used its movement and its dash to get over here, but it didn't use all of its dash. So it's actually what it's actually going to do is going to land right behind the gate. And this guy has run off since then.
This may be a little bad, fellas.
Guys, there's someone I can finally attack. It's going down.
Do we have any way to kind
Oh
of
no! Of all the songs to
Sorry.
What were you asking?
Oh.
The
Do
next
we have
words to that
anything
are,
that can like
Sugar, we're going down swinging, and I have
Sugar,
half
we're
my health.
going
You
down
can,
swinging.
when
Oh,
someone
so that's
goes
pretty
down,
appropriate.
You can roll a medicine check on them to
Yeah.
stabilize
Okay,
them.
so-
they'll still be down.
If I'm referencing my thing correctly, and I'm not actually insane, and which is
like we could just have Stern.
that was the dragonfly's turn. It is the Farron's
Yeah,
turn.
sure.
The Farron are going to roll some. Here, I'm rolling them collectively because it's going to take too long. That's a success. Cool. It is then Raucus's turn. He's going to roll. That's a success. I really shouldn't tell you. It is then the Fey platoon's turn. One of the stone boys, the hair boys, is gonna hop on that stump and start dancing and trying to summon something from the ground.
That stump?
That stone,
Great.
or yeah, whatever that wood thing is over there. That's fine.
Root.
Cool. They're dancing. The other one is going to
Felled tree.
lob a rock at who can they see better, Pip or Bast?
Bast. Pip's behind a tree.
Failure. Doesn't hit. And then Fey Boy is going to do.
The platoon strikes me as not as
They
much of a
have-
threat as the bug,
Yeah,
by far.
for sure.
Sorry about that, Theo. I think they're just going to do one of their Fey jumps and just fly up for a second, short bow, and shoot at whoever's on the palisade that they see first. Left from here, left from there. Yeah, one of the farmers. That's a miss though, and they pop back down. Okay, boom. That's the end of the Fey platoon's turn. Len, death saving throw,
Alright.
please.
I'm on the floor.
There's blood on the dance floor.
17.
Bastion.
Probably shoot the dancing guy.
Yeah.
He's stopping.
Well, you got two, right? You can switch targets. Well, you can't see the dragonfly right now.
Nope.
Yeah, let us on this side of the palisade into the dragonfly.
And I can't really see him either. So yeah. Going after Dancing Boy.
You got it.
Even at disadvantage, that's a 23 on the first bolts. Second bolt's only a 14.
23 on Dancing Boy hits. Go ahead.
I'm a +4. Yeah, so 9 points of force damage.
9 points of force damage. Okay. They're still up, but they have to roll con save. And that's a 2, so they stop dancing.
Nice.
Okay.
Bonus action, Kasiksi will attempt another lure for the dragonfly, or
What, hypnotic pattern.
hypnotic pattern. His lure.
Oh, those are the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
On the dragonfly?
Yep.
Okay.
In case it hops back over the palisades. Hold. He's
That's-
holding it.
He's holding it?
In case it hops back, because he can't see it. So
Oh,
in case it hops
right.
back over,
Well, he can move.
he could fly over there, yeah, but he's staying with me.
Okay, you got it. So he's not doing it right now. You got it. Okay. That's the end of Bastion's turn with him. It's Jern.
If he does that, then everyone who's on the, if he succeeds, everyone who's on this palisade can get down and attack him with like advantage or like crit because he's paralyzed.
As soon as he takes the first damage,
Yeah.
it breaks.
Stops, yeah. It's more of just like, I'm keeping you
And he's-
out of the fight until,
Gotcha.
you know.
He's still glowing, so whoever hits him next has advantage, anyways.
That's true. This glowing thing just flew over, spewed acid, and descended on the other side of the wall.
Okay.
That's not terrifying at all.
Well, something should hit him because Stern's next.
Yep.
It is
Stern's
Jern's turn.
turn.
It's Jern's turn now.
Gave himself advantage.
Should we throw Stern at him?
Well,
Yes, Jern will have to move a little
I
bit.
think, I mean, if he gets
Well,
down from
Stern should heal Len.
that's also.
Uh,
I don't
he
think
wouldn't
can get
know-
over there.
He can bonus action shoot and action heal. If
Yeah,
has
he
full
wouldn't
spell
know.
slot.
Yeah,
well,
but
I
like,
mean,
we-
he
okay,
would
I'm
know
Getting
that Len
down
was
off
over
of the
there
palisade is how much
and know
movement?
that.
So what? 5'10"?
I'd say from where he was, that's 15 feet of movement. Yeah.
Okay, so what is his max? 25 or 30?
Unless you want him to fall. If you want him to jump off the palisade, he won't use any movement, but he'll take
He has 30
1d6
feet.
of falling damage.
No. 30 feet won't get him to Len.
Does he have healing word?
He doesn't.
Does he have it prepared?
Yep.
There you
Is
go.
Len within sight?
That means he wouldn't be able to shoot,
Within
but he could
range?
action cantrip.
If you have him go straight out, back into the city,
5, 10, 15.
then he
That's
can
it.
see up there.
Yeah, I would say that. And what is is healing word of 60 feet?
Yep.
Yeah, you could healing word Len. Go ahead and roll it.
Like he
Um,
goes out to check on to shoot the bug, checks on our party of how they're doing on the other side.
He saw the
It's like, oh,
yeah,
shit.
cloud
saw
of
the thing-
acid. He doesn't know what happened to them, so he runs out there to see
Yeah,
what happened.
pretty much.
to
This
them.
thing came over, and he heard this sound and a bunch of screams of people as their flesh is melting from acid, and he's like, "Well, I want to know what the fuck just happened because I'm the one who can heal people, so I gotta have a visual."
6 points to you, Len.
Why does it like sounded exactly like
What? That's exactly what Dan would say. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And
Right,
then
6 points you said?
Yep.
Alright.
22, because advantage.
22 to hit
Yep.
the thing with a cantrip.
His archer shot.
He can't bonus action heal and shoot his archer shot because they're both bonus action. Healing word is a bonus action. Archer shot is a bonus action. He can action cantrip if he wants to.
Just let me die. Yes.
How much healing was for Len?
6.
Six,
I gave him
okay.
that already. So then the only cantrip he can do damage with would be create bonfire. So dexterity saving throw
You
for
got it.
me.
That's a failure. That's only a 12.
Or no. Does he still... His fire arrows are still going, aren't they?
Yeah, does his starry form let him like action attack, shoot an arrow? Or is that only
No,
bonus
starry
actions?
form is a bonus action shot.
Okay.
I'm pretty darn sure.
Yeah, but is that like... No, he doesn't have an actual bow. How is he making...
He's using it through.
He's using his fire arrows through his starry form.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. That was a failure? On
It
the
was a
create
failure,
bonfire?
Yeah, on create bonfire. Yep.
You only had to beat a 15.
I only got a 12.
10 fire damage.
Ooh! Dragonfly looks hurt. Like bloodied. More than bloodied.
That's a take mission.
Okay, Styrian, I think, is out of movement too. Bonus
Yeah.
action and action used up, so that brings us to Pip. Osfer, you're on deck.
Can I make a perception check to see what I see out there? Like to see if
You're
I
looking for
see
the dude?
Yeah, the dude.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
That is a 15.
15 is exactly what you needed.
Sweet.
That was a big.
He's too far, so I am gonna. Should I burn a magic? Fuck it. I'm burning a magic missile. I'm just gonna be out of spell slots soon. And I'm just gonna pummel him with magical missiles. Or
Okay.
I'm gonna do one. Can I do one, and then see what he does, and then
I mean, it'll still be your turn, but you mean you want to see what he's like?
no, like, can I do one, see if he has shield, and then do the rest?
I don't think that's how it works. I think you
Yeah,
have to
I think
declare
you're-
your targets.
Okay.
It's like,
Because, like, they
watch this.
materialize above you, and then you give them their target, and then they
Okay,
shoot
fine.
off. You know?
I'll do them all. at
Because
him.
that would be
Or I'll do-
so...
That'd be so funny.
That would be so ridiculous.
But I can't like materialize and be like, you go there.
You give them their targets simultaneously.
Okay. Does he have to burn a shield for each one? No, they disappear after if he
No,
burns
it's like
one.
One
if
shield
shield
blocks
is
all of
used,
them.
it stops
all of them. Okay, right.
I mean, it's not always, like, it's still good. to
You've
have
seen
plus
him
one.
use the same skill set as Maeve uses.
True. Okay.
He's not a spellcaster. Primarily.
Dark Mave.
He may have spellcasting abilities.
or lighter Mave.
It's like the Darkling fight with Mave.
Okay. So I'm popping all of
Bizarro
them
Mave.
at him.
Okay.
So that's 5 plus
Or maybe Maeve's the Bizarro.
Five.
Holy plot twist.
4.
How much total damage?
Yeah, that's,
How
that's,
much damage?
that's
No,
the-
I know,
that's
I'm
the
adding.
mirror part.
Okay.
That Faye wants to kill us and Mave wants to be your friends.
I know, right? Like when it's like clincher, you're like, what is 2 plus 3 again?
I know. I'm like
You forget how to do
9
math.
points of
9 points?
yeah.
9 points. Okay, cool. You just
Cool.
anything else, Pip? Moving, you stay in there.
I'm gonna stay there.
Okay. Osfer, you're up. Maeve, you're on deck.
Cool. I did the math. And I have
did you
enough
know?
movement to get just up to.
Okay, cool.
You did the math.
You just
Going hard.
climb onto its leg and just start biting and punching it.
Okay.
Oh,
So
I know you
the
use your weapons.
first one, longsword attack. That first one's a 20. That's 3.
That'll hit.
Plus 10. Plus 3 is.
Don't forget your first attack is at advantage because it's still glowing.
It's not glowing anymore because of Stern. It's until the end of
Okay.
Stern's next turn. But the first one was a crit, anyways. So
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so roll.
So that was 16. I've already done that. The first
Oh, okay.
attack is
You already
16.
did your damage. Okay.
Yeah, and the second one is a 16 to hit.
That doesn't hit, unfortunately.
Okay. For the first attack, I will burn a key point to stunning strike.
Okay, you have to say that before you roll damage, or before you do your second attack, because if it is stunned, then your second attack gets advantage. You understand how that works?
Oh, okay.
Does
Fair.
that make sense?
Yes.
So I'll roll the con save just for future reference. Okay.
Cool.
That's a failure.
Cool.
So roll advantage on the second attack. It is stunned.
That's much better. 18. Wait, if he's stunned, don't I automatically crit within 5 feet?
No, it's
Or is it
advantage.
Okay.
Advantage. Incapacitated is automatic crit.
Ah,
Or paralyzed. Incapacitated. No, I'm sorry. Paralyzed is automatic crit.
That's 18 plus 6 is enough to hit.
Yes.
That's minimum damage. That's 4.
4 damage. Okay, so a total of 20 damage.
Is it still up?
It is still up. It is hurt.
Cool. Well, since it is still stunned,
Yeah,
flurry of blows.
you got it. So advantage on these 2 attacks.
That's 19 and 18 plus 6, so that's 4.
Those both hit. Yeah.
Well, that was for the first attack, because
Okay.
advantage. 4 plus 3 is
7.
7. Is it still up?
It is still up. You have to think about like the ratios of how many hit points it had and what it looks like when
Both?
it's very, very hurt.
Both 17s.
Okay, that hits too.
That's 5 plus 3.
We're still
That's
talking like
8.
40 damage.
Yeah, yeah. How much damage?
8.
8. It's still up. It is very badly hurt.
Dang it! That's it, man. That's everything
It
I
is
can do.
very badly hurt.
Yeah.
That minimum damage.
But it's
on the long
stunned, so
sword.
it doesn't take its turn. So wild.
That's great. That's great.
Maeve,
for
your
us.
turn.
All right.
Light him up.
The guy behind the tree is still at a disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Yes, in the
Okay.
fog.
Okay, but that's still just disadvantage.
Yeah, it's because he's in the fog.
Yes.
He gets half cover from the tree.
Okay, so that reduces damage taken.
No, that gives him a +2 bonus to his AC.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
In that case.
And we know that 18 just hit, so it means his AC is 20 right now.
Yeah, no,
And a
I'm
disadvantage to hit.
just gonna shoot my arrow at one of those little guys over there on the other thing. What do they attack with? One's
You've s-
dancing, one threw a rock.
Yeah, so the hair, like almost dwarvish looking, like weird keratin bender hair dudes, throw boulders and summon creatures from the earth, and
Okay.
sometimes attack with their hair. You've seen the Fae attack with swords, bludgeons, bows, arrows, magic. The fairies.
Okay, well, we did one of them attack with a bow.
Yeah,
I'm gonna attack that one.
Yeah,
I'm just
the
like,
fairy
you know
one
what?
did a Fae jump and then shot with their bow.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at that one.
Okay, you got it.
And I rolled badly.
What'd you get?
With all the bonus things and such, like a 9.
That doesn't hit.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Well, that's only your first attack.
Right.
Don't forget, they're still in the fog, so you still have disadvantage on these attacks.
Okay, well that's a 15 plus 7, so 22 plus.
That hits. Yeah, sure,
so-
for sure.
And then I do my d8s. Yeah, I hit it for 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Faye takes an arrow. The fairy takes an arrow.
It can be helpful to like when they're in the fog, like setting up reactions. So sometimes you can set up a reaction for like
Like
when
holding
they move the
actions?
Fog shoot.
Got
Yeah,
it.
that-
Granted,
Or
if they
reaction.
move.
Yeah, that's true.
Cool. Maeve, that's the end of your turn. It's now the Eladrin's turn. You are the object of its ire right now. So it's going to try to shoot you again. As you hear, that is a 17 to hit you.
Again, my AC 16
So
plus.
that, yeah.
Plus.
I'm
like,
always going to ask you. So
Thing.
Oh, plus the 2.
Yeah, so 18.
So it brings you 18, so it misses.
Yes.
Let's go. Do you like a bayonetta, like backflip?
Wild.
Like-
Okay, so then the thing doesn't go off. So, yeah. All right, so another shot. Balls. Misses. So 2 big old arrows. One hits the palisade, goes, and then starts to like melt the palisade as like what looks like acidic poison just
Oh.
melts out of it, and another one just goes, and it splits the other arrow that was in the chimney, very Robin Hood style, Patriot arrow style. That was its turn. It can't bonus action command the dude because he's stunned. Can't do anything. They're gonna move though. They're gonna move.
Closer.
Yes, they are gonna move closer. They're gonna move to this bundle of trees here.
So they're out of the fog.
Yes, technically. But behind the tree.
So like here.
Yeah, that's good. Perfect. It is now the dragonfly's turn. Doesn't take a turn because it's stunned. It is the Farron's turn. We're going to roll some death saving throws here. Success. Raucous, that's a failure. Fate Platoon, they're all going to move 30 feet forward to, I think that's just the stump.
The
they're gonna,
tree.
they're going to line up. Oh, the tree?
Like up to here.
Okay, yeah, they're just gonna like behind the boulder and the tree. They're gonna like set up shop there, and throw 2 boulders. It's a 15 to hit you, Bastion.
Hits. Sorry.
That hits. Okay.
Yep.
It's 5 points of bludgeoning damage to you. Is there anybody within 5 feet of you?
Nope.
Okay. And a miss for the second one. And the Fey creature is going to dexterity saving throw for Bastion and Pip, please, as they cast Fairy Fire on you two.
Both of them?
How big is that?
Fairy Fire, I believe, is 20-foot cube.
He's 25 feet
I
away
can't
from
see
me.
him. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. He ran the full 30 feet away.
Oh, okay. Then
You-
who's right here?
Pip.
Pip.
Pip. Then it's on Pip.
Pip and the farmers?
Yeah, it'll be Pip and the farmers. Yeah.
Okay. So
I believe it's a 20-foot cube. Let me just double check.
That sounds right.
been a while.
I didn't think it was 25 feet.
Sorry, what would you get? 20-foot cube. Yeah.
10.
Failure. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So you see a bunch of little like
That did not
tiny,
succeed.
tiny, like will-o-wisp fireflies start to go around you and like make an outline around you to make you super, super glowy and obvious.
Fun.
It's very pretty though. Super pretty.
You are not a failure.
Guys, look, I'm glowing.
The farmers succeed, so they don't
Everybody
glow.
got shot.
Guys, I know, but I'm glowing. It's
Get behind
magic
the wall.
hour.
Okay.
I love this.
Oh, right, I had to roll for.
You are this
Oh no.
somewhat powerful.
Farmer rolled a
mage
natural one on
sorcerer.
its save. So they have 2 fails and 1 success for
Just
this
having
farmer
fun
right
glowing.
here. Okay.
just-
Boop, boop, boop.
It's glowing.
Fate Platoon finished. Back to the top. Len, you are
Alright.
awake.
All right.
Would you like to stand up?
Yeah, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna throw 2 daggers at the huge
Dragonfly?
bug. Yep.
Big boy.
So advantage for both of these.
Ooh. 18.
The first one only is the only one that you add your dex modifier to, though, I believe, because bonus action offhand attacks you don't add.
Well, just extra attack.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So first
Ranger.
one was 25.
That hits. Yeah, for sure.
And second one is 11.
11 does not, unfortunately.
All right.
You just hit like a hardened part of the chitin, and the dagger just doesn't penetrate.
And first one is 7 damage, or 10 damage.
Don't forget the +1 to the palisade.
He's the only one surviving up there.
Yeah, but you're still up there.
Still counts?
Plus,
Cool.
plus 1.
Yeah.
Is it +1 to damage rolls as well?
Because right now you have elevation on it. It's
Yes.
plus to damage and attack rolls.
All right, so it's 11 damage.
11 points of damage. You got it. Very hurt. Very, very.
I
very
should have healed myself. Wait, no, actually, I should kill this thing.
So you have bonus action.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna throw another one as a bonus action.
Okay, cool. This will just be the D4 if it hits, though.
Right, that's fine. It's 14, 21,
Hits.
and just D4.
Yeah, because
Plus
you
1.
don't. +1 for the palisade. Yes.
Right, that's 5.
Ooh, nice. Death's Door. This creature.
No.
Death's Door.
That could still be like 25, 30 hit points.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
I mean, that's the thing. So I'm doing it on percentages, right?
Yes,
And in
that's what I
fractions,
mean.
everything. So, like, I mean, because you guys are doing you're chipping
Yep.
away, so it stays in that like, oh, really, really hurt section, and the Death's Door section a lot longer because
That's-
there's still
yeah.
percentages. So
All right.
I'm not I am telling you, it looks real
That's-
bad.
I'm just
it
saying,
now is
like,
missing 2 wings.
If it had like 200 hit points to start,
Okay.
like 10% is
And-
still 20 hit points.
Yes, exactly.
Where are all those other Fae shooting at us and shit?
Over here.
Okay, around
Some
over-
behind this tree, some
yeah,
behind that tree.
there's some over here, and then the Eladrin seems to be over here.
Okay, I'm a little afraid of getting fucked up by the bug. I'm gonna just like wall run around the outside of the palisade
Okay.
and sit on this
Prince
side
of
over
Persia
here
style?
and just like crouch on the wall, like on the side.
Yeah,
of it.
so you just full on wall run across the wall. You do this move. Oh my god, I love it. So Len just goes up and just goes do 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 do, and then pops up over here.
Yeah,
I
and
love that
I'm gonna
move
just hide
so
over there
much.
from.
Full Prince of Persia style. I love it.
That's my
Amazing.
turn.
Okay, cool. That brings us to Bast then. then layer
This
action.
guy's definitely in range now. And you
Yeah,
can see him.
I can see that guy. So if I come over a little bit, he's not behind trees to me. So I'm going to start blasting at him.
Okay. He's no longer in the fog.
Correct. 2 hits.
Ooh,
Uh,
that's not good.
25 and a 26.
Yeah. Tell me what your damage is. Just give me the total.
Yep. Max. Cocked. Max. 30.
Whoa!
Shit.
Guy looks
No,
hurt.
sorry. 28.
Okay.
Because it's +4, not +5. Sorry.
That's okay. Guy looks hurt. Dude, a person, they look hurt. My God. They look hurt. Androgynous individual.
Dude can be
Aladdin
general
looks-
neutral.
Yeah. Like, that's the other thing. I don't know if you know about like the lore of Corlon, the Elven god, and everything. They're a shapeshifter, and they don't have like both all pronouns and no pronouns actually apply to them.
They're
because,
whatever they feel like
whatever
being
they
at
feel
that
like to be. It's like you could
point
like,
in
use whatever
time.
you want. It's like canonically you can use whatever pronoun you want. Like, 'cause
Shapeshifter.
they're everything. They're like. Yeah, they're like they're a shapeshifter god, so they don't really have a form. They don't have a true form.
I get multiple tentacle summons. So I'm going to summon the tentacle back
On him and make
on
the attack.
him, and it's going to whip at him.
Okay, you got it.
Whip it good.
Whip it
You're
big.
weird. What superpower would you choose, and why is it shapeshifting?
See, I
That's-
love that one, but I will always choose teleportation.
That's a 23.
Always,
No.
They're
It-
both good though.
But shape
because you don't because teleportation is just a better flight.
It is.
23.
Constantly teleport like 5 feet above yourself.
I just constantly teleport. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
23 to hit.
23. You have to do the thing that that hits.
11 cold damage.
Oof.
Plus his speed is reduced by 10 feet
Okay, he's hurt.
for the next round.
I like you have to do the rules that Nightcrawler does, where he has to see where he's teleporting. So in order to get like really really far, you teleport up into the sky and fall and keep teleporting. And like as you make your way across the map until you spot a building that you're familiar with, and then you teleport to the roof of it, and then you teleport to the ground, and then you walk in the map. Like I've thought a lot about this. Okay, guys.
Oh yeah.
I just want to be a
I spent a lot of time
shapeshifter.
just like
I mean-
letting the noggin run wild.
Nightcrawler was like my favorite mutant. I loved him. He's so sweet, dude.
He's the furry, right?
He's the 3-toed, 3-fingered.
He's the tiefling.
He does have blue fur on him. Yeah, he's German, and he's
Got it.
blue.
So he's the furry X-Men. The
yeah,
one with the furry.
forked tail thing, like the triangle tail.
he's not the bright blue
As we know,
beast.
German people have forked tails. and
Of course,
blue
of
fur.
course, yeah. Not forked tails, but like devil tails.
All I'm
spade
hearing
tails.
is furry.
Spade tails. Yes, he's
Wasn't
kind of
that that
tiefling
Brad
without.
Pitt
He's a
movie?
tiefling without the horns and a little
He's,
bit of
he's a
blue fur.
Dewey tiefling. He's kind of like a Dewey.
Didn't he date? Who did he date? And they were like, "Oh, I'm kind of into the fur." Who was it that he dated?
Kind of into the fur.
So they're a furry.
Didn't he date Rogue for a bit? No, I don't remember. It's been a while.
Not a
No, he dated somebody. Did he date Jubilee? I can't remember. It doesn't matter.
Anyway.
Sorry. Where were we?
I just beat him up.
Bast
Yeah.
just beat him up. Okay, Stern is up, and now Pip is on deck.
Stjern is gonna.
Oh no, I spilled beer all over my
Have Stuart attack the bug.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
He can't really do much else from where he's at. I don't think.
Get in close and use his sickle. I did create bonfire last round
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
on the bug.
Yeah.
That doesn't go away.
Yes.
So
But
dexterity
he has to
saving
concentrate
throw.
on it. Yeah. It's whether or not he wants to maintain concentration.
Yeah, I mean he's not.
He's stunned, so he
concentrating.
can't move, so he's stuck in the same spot.
Right.
Yeah, because it doesn't stay on a creature; it stays on a spot.
Right.
Yeah, so he just automatically gets a free attack out of that. That's a failure. Fuck. Okay, whatever. How much?
So
damage?
technically, it's at the end of its turn, so it should have taken that when it didn't.
That's fine. I'll do it now. How much?
2d8.
What?
Wait, really?
He's 5th level. He gets an extra die on his.
I know. I'm just upset.
13 points of damage.
How does? Will Stern please describe the demise of this dragonfly? To you, Dan.
bitch ass creeps on fire.
Wait, so who hit it last time? Wasn't Len?
Me.
Len was the last one to hit it.
Yeah, I guess it's Len then, because it would have happened at the end
Right,
of its turn.
correct.
So it's, yeah, Len, go ahead as you throw 3 daggers at this thing.
It's being burned from below, like barbecued, and you just.
That's not really
You hear
thinking. He sees like
Crackling and popping as the chitin pops up.
Yeah, because it's not like it's like a larger creature,
Yeah.
not like much to aim for, but just throw it at him. He's just gonna like grab
got
all of his
eyes.
daggers in one. Yeah.
It's up to you.
He's gonna just grab all his daggers in one hand, just chuck it all like he's chucking darts at a board,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
immediately just like book it and start running around, not even seeing if they hit
You
or
just
not.
do no-look throw and run around the palisade.
Yeah.
So you run past the watchtower, lose sight of it, and then when you can finally see it again when you're on the other side of the palisade or part of it, you just see it,
And he's like, oh.
and you can feel the ground shake as this thing hits the ground. Well, I'm not going to put it outside because I'm going to break another wing. So I'm just going to put it
So what Stern actually does is he casts Goodberry, and he starts running for the Palisades.
Oh,
That's clutch.
Smart.
We
Smart
never
move.
we never remembered to do Goodberry.
Okay. You got it.
Everyone loves it.
Does he have...
He doesn't have. That's as far as he can get,
Okay, that's as far as he can get.
and he can't bonus action
Pip.
really do anything.
Wait, if he dashes too, or the action?
Action
was
Action was
Goodberry.
Yep.
Goodberry.
Yep.
Well, now that Pip is super noticeable. Pip's gonna kind of. I feel like
Brave
Pip would
so
kind of be like.
man. Like Kronk cut in front of the
Yeah.
spotlight.
I'm sorry.
And
I
then-
forgot. I'm so sorry. I forgot because the layer action happened, but
Oh.
everything happened so quickly because it was Stern's turn.
Never mind.
Another platoon does come out of the
Oh,
fog.
crap.
Oh.
I don't have any good spells.
I'm just gonna do this just to make it easy. Boom.
All my spells are gone.
Do you have any spell slots left?
I have 2 first levels.
Oh.
These guys kind of.
So we can trip in.
Ooh, light.
Very sparkly.
It's because of
Um,
the fluorescent paint. This is so much fun. They glow in the dark too.
Ooh.
So I am going to do the like, and then I'm just gonna be like, and
Very
I'm
Kronk
gonna.
style.
I guess I'll cast Firebolt now that it's not at disadvantage.
Okay, at who?
At
Eladrin Boy?
Eladrin Boy. Am I at like a? Is it at?
What's the range?
120 feet. You can hit it.
Oh, you're definitely 120 feet.
Yep.
Yeah. I would say
You're at like 100 feet.
he has half cover. Because
Does
he's
he have
still-
half cover?
Yeah. Yeah, he's kind of behind. I can't
He's looking down the road.
Oh no, you're good. Yeah, you're right.
That's. I
Sorry.
moved this way as well since you can't see me,
Yeah.
so I had the same angle past the.
I trust you as far as I can throw
Well,
you. But I can
that
throw
was
farther,
trash.
So I guess.
trash.
that was absolute garbage. So I'm gonna shoot fire at the tree.
Oh no! You shoot fire. At
I
the
get
tree.
distracted by my shiny hand, and I'll be like, "Ooh, nice!" And
You have like a little will-o-wisp that jumps off of your finger that's firing the firebolt like a diving board.
I'm like, "Oh, cool!" Whoa, fuck! No, I shouldn't say that. Well,
No, lives are at stake. But this is really no. But lives are at stake.
I guess
Never
that's all I
okay
can
to
do.
use salty language.
Bonus action movement.
Bonus action. Can I dash?
You cannot dash. Oh wait, no. You're
No,
a goblin. I think you can do that.
No, I
thing.
can just hide.
Oh, okay.
I can't hide.
But I mean, you can use your movement to get behind the palace.
Yeah, I might
the
get.
The race goblin has a thing that they can do with their bonus.
They
action.
can
It's
do
a-
disengage and hide.
Oh, okay.
Right. So you can like run around.
I'm gonna run around and hide.
Or you could run up to the tree and hide.
I don't know how well it's gonna work that I'm shiny.
You decide where are you going, tree or palisade?
Palisade is full cover.
Palisade.
is
It's a
full.
wall that you
Where
can
you
get
are, yeah, you're
behind.
behind a wall.
Palisade.
Okay, cool. You go ahead and roll stealth check.
8.
Okay.
That's about right that I'm shiny.
So yeah, you're super shy. Everybody sees you go behind the wall, but you are still now behind the wall.
It's like hard to look at. It's
Like, you don't know where I am. You don't know where I am. Like, we know you're there. We just can't get to you. Just wait. We'll come. We'll get you. We'll kill you. Don't worry. Yeah, as they say in Sylvan.
I'm like, shut up! Back in Sylvan.
Perfect. End of your turn then, Pip. We're at Osfer. Maeve, you're on deck.
Oh,
Yes, that is your name.
how far away is 70 feet?
That far. 14 inches. Yeah, I guess that'll
I don't
work.
need to get that far. 7 feet is fine. 35 feet puts me back.
Yeah, you'll
at
get
the
right at the edge of the palisade.
And then 2 shots into that guy. I can't say shot.
Okay, he does have half cover from me, from where I'm looking at, yeah. But that's okay. Go ahead.
Short bow is a D6. 17?
17 doesn't hit, yeah.
That's lower. So
2 shots. One hits the tree, and one, he just, you see him snatch out of the air.
hey, that's my move.
And then put into his quiver. Actually, no,
Mine,
he's
no.
not. He snatches it out of the air and then snaps it and drops it on the ground because that arrow's not strong enough.
Also
for his
my
bow.
move.
It's not long enough because I don't know if you guys know. So archery, your bow is actually dependent by your draw length, which is dependent on your height because that's how wide your T-pose is. Little Osfer probably has much smaller arrows.
It's a short bow.
And it's a short bow. Yeah, it makes sense. Well, it doesn't matter what bow you have. It's more about
Short
just
bow, short bow.
your draw length.
feel like-
But yeah,
I feel like Osfer wouldn't like being called Little Osfer. very
I could be
much.
wrong.
Yeah.
Little Osfer. I'm sorry. It was
45-year-old
It's a term of
Oscar.
endearment.
45-year-old Osfer.
I mean, we're like several hundred, so
True.
But you also have manners, so.
I'm 4.
Apparently, I don't have manners.
you are
Not proficient in the manners skill.
Okay, cool. So that was your action and your movement. You have bonus action.
I don't want to burn really any key, I guess. Is there a dodge action I can use?
You can
Step
use a
of the
key
wind.
to
Yep.
do, or you can Well, so it's not called Step of the Wind. It's called.
Hasty retreat. Yeah, one of those.
It's called
This is like patient defense. or
Patient
something.
Defense. Thank you. Bonus action. You use a key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action.
Yes.
Yeah. Would you like to do that?
Yes.
Okay, you got it. Maeve, you're up. The Eladrin is on deck.
yes, I would still like to shoot at the Eladrin.
You got it. Through the trees.
Yes.
Through the trees.
So disadvantage.
He's not. He's out of the fog.
No, it's not disadvantage. It's a straight check. It's just that he gets a bonus to
Oh,
his thing
right.
because he has half cover.
So roll high.
Okay.
Technically,
so...
for you, he has more like 3/4, but we'll see what happens.
And then we get a bonus of 1 for being on the thing.
Yep.
You get a bonus. Yes.
Oh yeah. So that's a 23 to hit.
So it's +2, 20. That hits. Even with another +2 from his parry, he can't stop the thing. Yeah, you hit him.
Okay, it's just a D8. So, well, the 4 plus my dex is 3, so 7 plus 1, right? So 8.
8 points of damage. Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
That was your first attack.
And then my second arrow.
Ouch.
Okay, that's slightly worse. A 20 to hit.
A 20. Okay, so this is what happens. Your arrow is true. Your arrow flies true right behind the first one, but he sees this one coming and he takes out one of these falchions that he has on his belt and just hits the metal of the arrow and deflects it at the last second using his reaction to do a ranged parry.
Wow. Rude.
But that's his reaction. That is bonus action movement.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb down behind the palisade a bit.
Okay.
I've taken a lot of damage.
Where would you like to go?
Down by
Just
the-
down behind the
Just
palisade.
at the bottom of the ladder?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. You got it.
just out of line of sight.
Of the Eladrin?
Yes, I really.
Okay. Well, the Eladrin, not seeing anybody else to...
Sees-
Yes, exactly, to focus on,
Sees
except for the
me.
person who just shot arrows at him.
It's fine.
It's
fine.
Right. Abbas just hit him too, didn't he?
Yep. I
Alright, let's
blasted and whipped him.
A little bad on a morale check, I think. Yeah, okay, so here's what this is going to happen. He's going to walk out to that stump where that other Fey platoon is,
On top of it or
just in front of it.
here?
In front of it, yeah.
Over here.
Yeah. And he's going to do. He's going to say in Sylvan to me, and the platoon is going to come to him, just because it's the Eladrin, the Dragonfly, which is dead, the Farron, and the Fey platoon, so they're all going to end up going before you guys. Anyway, the platoon's going to come to him, and.
These
Not
two?
that one, they can't make it.
Okay.
Not that one, they can't make it. He's going to leave them
I
behind.
can't see.
Pulls out what looks like wood, but as he runs past the tree, he bangs something on the tree that makes a ting sound that looks like wood, but sounds like metal. And he takes a bunch of the leaves from his armor and throws them up, and they automatically form this a trellis before him, of which then he waves the thing in front of, and a portal appears that and he grabs the hand, and they all grab hands, and I'm gonna roll. They turn into a strand of leaves upon the wind that gets sucked in the portal, and then the trellis collapses in on itself and disappears, and they're all gone
Except these ones?
except for those ones. Yeah. You do hear him say when he leaves is in Sylvan, I guess. Yeah, because he's not gonna fucking do your common language. In Sylvan, he's gonna say that we have all the time in the world before they leave.
Leave.
I'm gonna hear that and just look down to Osfer over the edge and be like, I think we're better off just escaping here.
Yeah, I mean, let's
Am I
wrap
still
up these
shiny?
last guys. Get the heck up out of this.
Yeah, because the creature.
Oh, yeah.
concentrating on it.
That
Damn
was-
Or actually, not damn it. I think Pip's kind of vibing on it.
Viv's having a
He's
good
back
time.
there making like shadow.
It's like
You've got a bunch
Rays
of
of
glow sticks all
makeup.
over you.
Pip's like,
Yeah.
you know, like when you when you make like with like the glow sticks and you make like the.
After image thing. Yeah.
Wait,
He's
if
like,
it makes you
Yeah, I need it too. Well, all right. He's vibing back there.
Does it make pickleball glow too?
Would it make pickleball glow?
You're familiar.
Pickleball would have to roll a dexterity saving throw to see.
No.
Because he with you?
No, pickleball was not with them.
Okay.
Pickleball
Not
was
with
not
Pip?
not with me.
Okay, so then no.
Damn.
That is then goes to the Farron. We're going to roll some death saving throws for the Farron. That's a failure. So that's 2 failures and 2 successes for the Farron. The farmer, natural 20 for the farmer.
Yes.
Farmer comes back alive. I'm just going to put them up just because,
Yeah,
just
so
not
we
going to
can
bother.
remember.
I'm not even going to bother.
needs healing.
She was the one that rolled a 1 last time.
Yes, they had 2 failures and 1 success. Natural 20 this time. I'm going to do Raucous. That's a failure. That's 2 failures and 2 successes for Raucous.
Oh, no.
And then it's the Fey platoon. But before that happens, the farmers are going to go. Now that they can see the Fey platoon and they're in range, they're going to fire their weapons.
Come on.
Oh, shit. That's a 17 to hit. That's a hit.
They can do the platoon palisade bonuses, right?
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're doing a thing.
Yeah.
That
Group
was
fire.
and that's a 19. Oh, shit. Okay, so yeah, they're going to... So crossbow and javelin shots just... I'm going to do some stuff here. As this person just takes 2 javelins and goes... and just hucks these... You ever see that Olympic one where it almost hit the cameraman? It was
holy
the
shit.
Olympic javelin throw. It like came this close to the cameraman. The cameraman didn't even flinch. He was like, "If I die, I die." It's more like that. That's maximum damage. That's insane.
Fuck yeah.
Farmers
Why do I
lives
do this all the time with
should be
NPCs?
guarding this city.
Right? We need to have
Boulder
a change
dude
of
is
the.
down. One of the Boulder dudes, the brown hair,
Yeah.
gone, completely
We
gone,
need to have a change of the guard here.
completely gone.
Why did I
There's
rescue them?
Other
They coulda
Boulder dude
handled
is
themselves.
hurt badly, and
They just
Faye is
needed-
down too. Holy shit! That squad move was insane.
Damn.
Yeah. Wow. Because they did, I think it was 36 points of damage. Holy crap. Yeah, the palisade bonus plus the squad attack, so it hit everybody. 2 javelins, crossbow bolt, plus some other stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's
it's
their
his
turn.
turn?
It's then the Fey platoon's turn, so it's just the one dude's turn. He doesn't know what to do.
Or is he gonna?
I'm gonna
run back
roll a
into the
morale
woods?
check for him.
Cower in fear.
He's 13, so he still has morale. So he's going to run after you, Pip. Dash, move 60 feet towards Pip.
Aw.
That's not far enough.
But Pip is hiding.
Yes, but he still saw you go behind
You're
him
no
because
longer
you're-
sparkling
No.
Oh yeah.
because the fairy got killed.
I mean,
Oh
he can
no.
get to here.
Pip's like going in his
60
like
feet,
rave.
right?
Yeah, that's where he's gonna go.
Pip's going in there like
just
rave,
running?
and then they're like,
He's just
"Oh."
running.
Pip, do you have prestidigitation?
Okay.
You got a taste of it, now you're just like,
He's gonna use his bonus action.
You can't really see Pip.
I know he's gonna use his bonus action.
He can see me still. I'm right here.
How far are you? Are you 20 feet?
30
from him?
feet.
Oh, okay, he can't do it.
25.
He can't do anything.
30
then.
feet.
Yeah, he can't do anything. Brings us to Len.
Oh yeah, it's my turn. Fuck. Okay.
You're.
Get the good
Alright.
berries, do the medicine checks, heal the people.
Where's?
Oh wait, no, you're over here.
Yeah.
Where's
Right over
Maeve
there.
and where's Pip?
Maeve is
I'm behind.
here.
Oh,
Right
they're both
here
on the
at the bottom
ground.
of the tower on the backside near
Pip's
the town.
You're up on the palisade.
Osfer's near this palisade. Len, you're up here.
Okay.
Stern is right behind the gate.
Alright, I'm gonna wall run around there again, and
Are you gonna go back? I love
find
it.
find the whoever's on the ground like dying.
I love your spider climb ability. It is
That
funny.
spider climb is so much fun. And I'm gonna find whoever's on the ground
Where's
eating
two?
shit.
I love how your spider climb ability is just you walking on
the
your
like
feet,
named
too.
guy.
Yeah.
Ruckus. and,
Ruckus.
Like
Ruckus.
you make gravity on that wall,
Mhm.
and so like your body doesn't hang off, being like, "Oh, my spine."
Yeah, like fuck. Yeah, and I run around there and Brackus. You said, what's the guy's name?
Yeah.
Raucous.
Raucous.
Yeah, Raucous is two fails, 2 successes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna heal him, cure wounds.
All 3 of them
Uh,
are at 2 fails.
Yeah,
right?
all of them. All the Farron and Raucous are at 2
Yeah.
fails.
So
Yeah, but one of them
Raucous.
has a name, so-
Raucous gets a 9.
One of them is a named NPC. You got it.
And
Raucous gets 9.
and then our allies around there. I'm gonna like. I'm gonna try to look towards like Maeve and Bast, like glance over the
Maeve's all the way
side.
down
Oh yeah, no,
here.
I'm way over here.
You would
can't
run
see her.
above her.
You can
Okay.
see Stern down like right below you.
Yeah.
You can see Bast on the other side of the palisade. And I think you can see probably... No, I don't think you can see Pip, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll just throw glances at Bast and Stern and just call out. This isn't going to end anytime soon.
Oh, the fog dissipates, by the way.
Just throwing glances.
Yeah. I guess I'll try to communicate that. I'll like tilt my head like towards the woods, like hey, let's get the fuck out of here. Like
Okay.
they're not gonna stop. Cause I wanna communicate like hey, let's leave, but I don't want like the other people around to
Right,
know.
I
we're
understand.
just
I understand.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you want to like do a deception check or something? Or do you want to? Because like how? the people that would notice are unconscious and bleeding out.
I'm just gonna shout out then. Like,
The farmers are really the only one that's our. I mean, granted, there are some Farron in here in the tower, but
fuck it. I'm just gonna shout out. Like, look over the front to Bast, look back towards Stern, and hope any of our other allies hears me. They're not gonna let up. They're gonna keep coming. This is our chance.
okay, cool. Yeah, they could be taken many different ways. Cool. Great. Len, is that all you want to do with your turn then?
Yeah.
Bast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I run up to him, inflict wounds. I rolled a natural 20.
Damn. Oh god. Inflict wounds crit. You're gonna blow this poor motherfucker up.
You see, like, this guy's hair, like, starts to get up in, like, a tidal wave to try to grasp you and, like, wrap you around in it. And you just, like, put your hand out onto his nose and just spread a bunch of necrotic energy onto him.
So I see my necrotic damage is like sucking the moisture, like because of my control of water.
Right.
It like mummifies, sort of. Yeah, desiccates.
Yeah.
2 10s on those rolls. So we're at 23
23?
plus 34 plus 3 is 37 total necrotic
Ooh,
damage.
describe this creature's demise. It has
Yeah, I just-
23 hit points.
I just take control of every ounce of moisture in his body and I just rip it out of
You
him.
rip it out of him, and then you feel a little bit more moist yourself. And
Feel a little
Moisturize. Don't forget to moisturize, everybody.
got them ashy ass knees.
Your water belongs to the tribe.
Oh my gosh, what moisturizer do you use, Bass?
Pip's like peeking behind the past, like, what moisturizer? You look so great.
I'm from the
Your pores
ocean.
are so small. Wonderful. Yeah, we're technically out of initiative. The fog has dissipated as like the sky
Somebody-
starts to open
We
up.
gotta heal.
Stern ran
The
up.
Eladrin have
He healed
retreated.
this
We gotta heal these guys.
Yeah,
there.
okay, that's true. So technically we're
Stern
not.
can heal this guy this round.
With a good berry?
Yep.
You got it. Boom. Done.
But you still need to make a save for this dude.
Well, no, it's Pip's turn.
Oh, yeah.
Pip can't heal,
Pip
but I
make
can
medicine
medicine.
checks.
I don't think I have enough movement.
Okay.
Yeah. He would have to.
You
Yeah,
wanna
I don't think
run
they have
anyway?
enough. I can try, but I don't
Or do
think
you
I
want
have.
to start heading back into town?
I'm gonna start heading back into town.
Okay.
Because there are people who
Oscar.
are closer.
Really can't. I can't make it over there in time, but I will.
Well, you have Step of the Wind.
Yeah.
The closest ladder's over here, though. So he's got to get
I
all
would
the way
have to
over
get
here
all the way
and
around.
back.
I know
If you want to do
35
some
feet
dope
is
monkship,
here.
you could attempt to go up a vertical.
Sure.
Run around the wall.
Let's do some dope monk shit.
Where do you want to go? Tell me where it is you'd like to go.
Where Stern is to grab a good berry from him and shove it down the other person's ear. It's really hard to see with the.
Sure,
with the
sure,
light,
sure.
I can't tell. Who needs the heals and who can I?
So here's
possibly
Stern.
Get to?
Here's Osfer.
Yeah.
And so you want to run this way, I guess. Sure.
So the
let's
only
go.
one that's still unconscious is the guy closest to the tower. Raucus is healed.
Yeah, if you want to try to like
So this guy's the only one still.
hop up and
out.
run around, something like that.
You got to.
Len, do you have any more healing magic?
Yeah.
Does Len go before they would roll a death save?
No, Len's at the top of the order.
Yep.
Oh.
They go at the bottom of the order.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hope.
Yeah, I'm
to
gonna
hope
try
they
to get
pass.
to them and.
Okay, so here, do me a favor, roll 2 acrobatics checks for me.
Okay. That's a natural 20.
You do one of these Mulan shimmy things where you just pop up on top of this palisade here. And how much? You have 70 feet of movement?
I have 35 if I dash.
Step of the Wind.
And-
You're most likely going to have to do that.
If I 35 feet of movement and step of the wind, so I retain my action, that's 70 feet.
70 feet, so that is 14
inches.
inches. Yeah, that's plenty. What'd you get with your acrobatics?
The second one is a 16.
16, cool. And with your Step of the Wind, with your triple jump distance, as you jump off of the top of this palisade and like stick your staff into one of the windows here as leverage to like do one of those parallel bar spins off of, and then land on this other palisade. You run down to Stjern, grab a berry, run back to this dude. You have just enough movement, pop a berry in his mouth. Nobody died. Whew.
Yeah.
I wanted to kill people.
You were you're the villain, or you're not the villain?
No, I was trying to act like the villain. It's called acting. Yeah. Patrick Stewart knows it.
Sure.
Okay. That's it. We're out of initiative, folks.
I want to try
mind if
and
we
grab
take
some of
a-
these arrows if they're still.
You guys just finished dealing with these let loose the gates of the Fae. Giant dragonfly cavalry was felled. There's a big old massive. I believe it was a not gargantuan. I think it was a gargantuan creature, wasn't it?
I think that's what you told us last time.
Yeah, at least. Well, that's gargantuan, isn't it? That's not huge. That's gargantuan, right? It might be
4 by
huge.
4?
Might be huge.
20 by 20.
Yeah.
It's definitely big.
Hold on, well, let's see.
It's a big old dragonfly.
It's bigger than Pip. It's smaller than a building.
Yeah, no, that's 4 by 4. That's gargantuan.
It's a lot of things.
New metric.
Because colossal is 5 by
measurements
5.
just Pip.
Yep, and huge is
This dragon
15
is
by
like
15.
50
So,
feet tall.
yes, gargantuan dragonfly was felled. The Eladrin rider fled with some of the Fae and said, I have all the time in the world, or we have all the time in the world. Yes, you were able to heal people at the very last minute, so nobody died. Palisade has quite a bit of damage from the acid spray. And
Boulders and
boulders and all this other
Arrows.
nonsense. And the 3 female farmers came up and fucking wrecked some business.
they need to be the ones guarding this town.
Yeah.
Not the charity.
Pip saved each and every last
not the
one of them
Farron.
too. So if that didn't happen, this wouldn't have happened.
As the fog settles, do we see any more Fae
You do not.
coming towards the city?
You do not.
Okay.
No.
I
Almost
would
like the mist, you know.
like to grab some of the Fey arrows that are just kind of stuck in things near me.
Oh yeah, the big ones.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. You know what? Go ahead and just roll a investigation check for me to see how many you can find.
That's fair. $22.
22. You
Yes.
find 6 arrows. You do have to scale one of the buildings, go all the way to the chimney, and pull those 2 out, or at least half and 1.5. But you also realize that these are very big. Unless you get a much bigger bow, you will not be able to fire these. You will need to like put these into a ballista, or get one of those bows that you go on your back and draw with your feet and your arms together at the same time.
I want to go search the Fae lieutenants that
Okay.
died somewhere around there. I
You
want to collect weapons if they had any.
Okay, cool. Interestingly enough, you collect quite a few. Go ahead and roll investigation check for
Gather
me.
the rest of my daggers.
Yeah, there was what, 4 different platoons that we downed.
So there was the 3 like captain ones, and then
Can
there was
I-
one with 3 different groups. So there should be 6 of them out there.
Yes.
Investigation. 19.
19.
Plus 2, 21.
You find 3 solid gold daggers, 1 solid gold greatsword, a couple of clubs made out of wood and bramble, and like scepters, and the like.
Longsword or greatsword?
Greatsword, two-handed. Two-handed, and the greatsword isn't just like a sword that ends at a point. It goes and hooks around, then ends at a point, like something that's supposed to hook around somebody's neck and then just pull their head right off.
Bramble clubs.
Yeah, they're made out of wooden thorns. You're
Yeah,
not
I
gonna
wouldn't
really
take
get
those.
anything. So you find 3 solid gold daggers, a solid gold greatsword, and 2 solid gold falchions.
Ooh.
Can I?
Now you know about gold it's a soft metal.
Yep.
Actually, you might not know.
I was gonna
Well,
say, I was literally gonna say, Len would chime in immediately. You'd be like, "Oh, like, see the gold weapons. Like, you're not gonna use those, are you?"
We'll figure it out. We'll look at them later.
I think you know a little bit about gold because gold's still in underwater veins.
Still
So-
currency.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, as far as you know, how
Currency.
the metal of the. Oh, shut up.
Yeah. I understand that it's a softer metal.
Yeah. You like
People bite gold coins to see if it bends.
they
Like
didn't
it's-
have any steel or iron on
Right.
them. So there's that. I mean, granted, they were still effective with them. Might have something to do with the fact that the way how they're innately magical creatures and they enhance whatever they touch.
Right.
Yada yada yada.
So I'm saying we'll
That's
figure it
a
out
lot
later.
of material gold that we just.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
So
if we
gold
don't even
may
use
be
them.
precious in the material realm,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
one of the daggers goes in my dagger belt.
yeah.
But
Because you have to think about it, diamonds and gold are only valuable because they are rare, right?
Well, gold. They both have intrinsic uses, but yes.
Yes, but yeah, I understand
Yeah.
what you mean. Yes, yes, of course, like gold in circuitry and diamonds in like drill bits and other types of things. Yes, but you know, medieval times.
Yes.
You know, the rarer something is, the more valuable it becomes if there's demand for it. Granted, cool. So that's what you find. So quite a bit of like, I mean, these are solid gold weapons. Like if you wanted to, you could absolutely barter with them. They're worth quite a bit. They are worth their weight, literally, in gold.
I am going to wrap that great sword up.
It also means they are very fucking heavy.
Yeah.
So how are you transporting these things? Because there's a lot of solid gold weapons. They were wielding like they were toothpicks too.
Yeah, gold is like way.
Because you don't
way,
have
way
any
heavier
magical
than, like,
storing
even steel.
things.
Nope.
Right? There's no way you can't handle 2 solid gold daggers, 2 solid gold falchions, and a solid gold greatsword. You can't carry that. You fully just can't carry that. Pip, what was it? While he's thinking about that.
Would all
just
of this
cut it
be
down
taking
into
more than
size.
10 minutes?
Why would you have mine?
I was just gonna cast detect magic and see if there's any magical items.
Yeah,
left
I'd say
behind.
the investigation of like scrounging for arrows and Len and Oscar, you said you wanted to do some harvesting.
I was just gonna go get my daggers back.
Okay.
Okay. Well, then
Oscar
while
wanted
he's-
your help
yeah.
cutting up the bug.
It's going to be a survival check.
Stern
Could
will
you really
go
just
out.
cast detect magic during all
But
this
I
investigation?
also
This takes
would
a
like
while.
to go gather.
Stern's gonna
mushrooms,
go
so
out
we
and
do
get
that
some
maybe
mushrooms.
Secondary.
Okay.
Stern's gonna go out and get some mushroom. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
All this investigation takes
Yeah.
quite a while. I
Stern-
mean, and people
Stern
are
and
like
I.
as this is happening, you see more Farron forces aligned to like arrive at this side, trying to reinforce it. Because everything happened in like the span of like 2 minutes. All this happened in the span of like 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. So respond time isn't that fast.
So I
You
cast
cast detect magic ritually.
detect magic, and I am just kind of like metal detector walking around the area looking for magic
Looking for
items.
magical items. Interesting. Okay.
You're sort of doing a zigzag pattern out here.
Yeah.
You do over where. Over where Eladrin Boy was hiding, you do find a magical dagger that does seem to exude an aura. It looks to be solid gold as well.
Okay.
The aura doesn't. What is it? I think it's just enchantment.
Enchantment.
Yeah.
Can I Eldritch Blast the great sword and break it into pieces?
It is soft metal.
I mean, I've got a longsword. We can just cut it.
I mean, that'll still take bang. Still metal against metal. I know it's soft metal.
So I was thinking, like, hold my hand up against it and just.
Yeah, I would say, given the amount of time, if you guys are gonna chill here for a bit, and if you're doing stuff, yeah,
Half
I'd
hour
say,
or so?
I would say if you could just continually, you could eventually get it to the point where it's just you're just like
Frostbite.
blacksmith hammer hitting it.
Frostbite, Force Bolt, Frostbite,
Oh yeah, for
Like-
sure. Yeah, you can like freeze it and then cause it to eventually just
Shatter, kind of. Fracture.
fracture, and what is it's called? What's the when it's like a stress fracture?
Yep.
You just stress fracture it until it just shatters. And you can have it shatter in half.
I was going to go, like, 4 pieces and I was going to hand them
Okay,
out.
cool. Here's what I'll say. I'll say over the course of an hour,
Okay.
which would be like a short rest for everybody else, you're at work.
Okay.
Granted, everybody else is not really short resting. You all are doing things.
Mm-hmm.
So you just tell me what y'all are doing over the course of this hour. Yes, Maeve.
Oh, I was just gonna say, internet says a golden sword Gold is
just
2.25 times as much as like a regular steel sword.
Oh, you mean like as far as
Like weight, it would weigh 2.5, like about 2.5 times.
yeah, they're fucking heavy.
Yes.
I mean, and a greatsword is no business. Like, there's a reason why they're two-handed.
No,
because, like,
I just had to
fully-
look up like how much like
Gold is heavy.
Yes.
gold is compared to steel because I know gold is very dense.
Yeah.
But yeah, a golden greatsword would be 2.5 times as heavy as a steel greatsword.
We're talking about lifting like
so
anywhere between 50 and 100 pounds of metal and trying to swing it around. That is, it's like lifting a barbell and trying to swing it at somebody.
I could
It's-
carry it.
yeah,
I
but
couldn't wield
that
it.
plus 2 daggers and 2
Greatsword
falchions.
would be
Like, you could
6
carry that
pounds.
one
oh
thing.
wait, a greatsword is only 6 pounds.
There's only 6 pounds.
That's not how much this thing
No
is. There's
way.
no fucking
No way a
way.
great sword is 6 pounds.
There's no way a greatsword is 6 pounds.
Plus, or times 2.5 would be 12, 18.
A greatsword is not 6 pounds. I
That's
know it
what
says
the
it in the book,
book
but
says.
fuck that. That's
really-
fully
yeah, that-
not how much a greatsword.
Swords didn't actually weigh that much.
I mean, 20 pounds is still pretty hefty for a.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
you're
A
having to, like,
greatsword
fight
can
with it.
weigh between 6 to 10 pounds.
Yeah.
You
What
were
the
saying?
Wow.
Wait, so I
So
guess
you're-
we.
because it's thin metal.
Right, it's thin.
Yeah, but
This is
This
not
is fully
clouds,
not thin
you
metal.
know.
I understand that.
This is guys. One, this is a lot longer than a regular greatsword, and it hooks around.
okay, but that would still be like 30 pounds.
Do you want an actual poundage for this thing? I'll roll for it. Okay. Okay. The greatsword is 50 pounds.
Okay.
Greatsword is
That's
50 pounds.
Fair.
Break it in half, it goes in my pack. 'Cause I can-
Which one? The handle or the blade?
Both.
Okay, you're putting both in there.
Yeah.
Can you carry that?
Yeah. I have a
Okay.
carrying capacity of 225. And I
Okay.
have no possessions.
Yeah, pretty much.
I have like 150 pounds of
You are
free
so you're gonna
carrying
just
capacity.
be carrying the gold and nothing
Yes.
else.
Yeah.
All of the gold things. Okay,
Well, that was
is that enough?
just the greatsword. There's 2 other
Falchions are
swords.
20 pounds each.
Yeah, you can piece.
Daggers
you
are
can piece,
10 pounds.
You can break those apart and piece those out.
How much you say the great sword was? 50?
50. Falchions are 20 pounds.
So another
each.
90 pounds.
You're gonna take all the gold.
I can carry it for us.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I'm not hoarding
yeah.
it for myself, but I can carry it.
It's still fucking heavy, but yes, I understand.
I got that werewolf
Fine,
strength.
fine.
I got that werewolf
Steeren
strength.
and I would like to gather
You should
as
much
many
offer Lynn
mushrooms
one
as
of
we
the
can.
gold
and-
Survival
daggers
checks.
Just
Or one of you roll it with
Real
advantage.
Stern's got a +4.
Yeah, I only have a +2, so Steeren will roll it at advantage.
Yeah.
What is this?
That's wild.
Absolute garbage.
I guess it had to be light because it had to be swung.
Right.
Yeah.
You had to be able to wield
Is
it.
it plus
easily.
4?
Yeah, but
Plus
these
4.
were magical creatures
That is
handing
an-
things that they didn't.
Yeah.
Know.
That is an 11.
An 11. Okay. You're looking for magical mushrooms or just
No,
mushrooms?
just the mushrooms.
Okay.
The health
The
potion.
health potions. The
mushroom.
one
Okay,
that
cool.
we're familiar with.
Here's what happens. You do feel like, oh, that's a mushroom. Stern's like, there's a mushroom right there. We can get mushroom, right? You wanted to look for a mushroom, and he goes running over there and trips on a much larger mushroom that causes Stern to be like, did I ever tell you how beautiful you are and just how vibrant and radiant all of you? You're the bestest friends that I've ever had, and it would. Oh, I miss my family, and he just kind of downward spirals as he's kind of off of these hallucinogenic spores. And so it's up to you. You're able to collect 1 dose of maybe healing. You can put healing mushrooms ? Next to that dose.
Okay.
For all you know, they're healing mushrooms.
Well, yeah.
For all Osfer knows, they're healing mushrooms.
They
Yeah.
were
For my
That's
and
how-
your player reference, please put a ? Next to those.
Okay, that's how they've always been, though.
psychedelic
We know
or
that
healing.
they could potentially be
These are-
psychedelics.
I can't tell you anymore.
Okay.
You have to trust
That's
me
all
on
we
this.
do in an hour.
Yeah. It was.
He ends up wandering
I mean,
around
because you
for-
were looking and looking and looking and looking for them, and you were able to like, and Stern was like, I found some, and then he trips and starts tripping balls,
Okay.
and you collect something.
Cool.
Len, can you chop up the big bug?
Yep. I will roll a survival for that.
You got that. Oh, let's switch to something a little bit more.
That is 14.
14. Cool. What is it you're trying to harvest?
What do you want me to harvest?
Anything that I can use to make healing potions. It's the only potion I can actually make. Everything else requires Arcana.
I like look at the bug, like a little confused for a few seconds.
You look at it and like you see some like acid still dribbling out of its mandibles, and you like notice
Or
it's
like
acid sac, and you're like, no, not that. And you
acid sac might be useful.
and then you go to like its hind legs, and you notice just how meaty and protein filled these things are. If you were to like crack its chitin open, and just get all that good. Just delicious, gummy, yummy protein in there.
Oh yeah, if you're hungry, now's the
Fey
time.
Fey
there's
blood.
plenty of dead Fey creatures out there.
I don't need bugs.
Are you gonna? Well, not the big bug, but the Fey creatures out here that died.
I'm trying not to pay attention to that.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah, I'll
One of
just-
the things you also notice are its eyes. Could be extracted. So eyes, hind leg meat, or acid sac.
are there any sharp, pointy bits like
the-
wing blades or?
So there are if you're trying to make like daggers and everything, but they would be mundane in nature.
mean,
There are like
Len
there's
needs
like it has
daggers.
claws that it uses to grab onto things. It has
sharp
that one big
mandibles.
horn that's
Yeah.
like right in front of its face. It has like the bits that are at the edge of its wings that are quite hard, just because the mass of the creature requires a density of chitin in order for it to be like contain itself.
You're saying I can just pick like one of those, or a few of those? Or just, like,
That
five?
well, for 14, what are you doing?
Well,
What do
I
you
think.
want?
What do
I
you,
think
what's
what
what's
I'll
your
do-
first thing that you will focus on?
The first thing I would focus on is draining its blood into a vial.
Okay, so
Not because I'm like, oh, thirsty.
okay, so
like,
so Oscar's like, hey, what can you get from this? And you're like, just a minute, excuse me, while you like just
Tap this
put a
out.
tap into the thing and just open it up. And I'd
then
say you're gonna get you're gonna get 3 files of Fey blood from this creature. This creature has this like pale green blood in it that has like almost a hue of homogeneous purple, like metallic kind of luster to it
yeah,
as well.
very metallic-y, like
Yeah.
almost looks like like the spilled like colorful gasoline like type. shit.
Yeah, it kind of has that metallic thing. So it has like a metallic sheen to it, but it's still like this pale green blood.
Okay, and I'll just get some of the meat from its chitin and like an eye stalk or some shit.
Okay, well, so blood was your first one. You get 3 files. You want to roll another survival check for what's your next one?
I'll try to get some of its meat.
The hind leg meat? You got it. Granted, just so you know, how this works is that if you do badly on a survival check, you waste the rest of it.
Yeah.
Boom.
It just like
No more survival
fuck it
checks
up.
possible. Okay.
A part of me wants to go to that for an eye because it's just the mystical associations with shit like Eye of Newt and that kind of stuff.
Okay, cool. Decide.
gonna-
Acid sac, eye, hind leg meat.
I'm gonna get the eye. I'm
Okay.
gonna take an eye. That's a 9, 10.
That's
a
roughly how
12.
much gold we looted.
That's a 12. Yeah.
Plus the daggers
just
were
impounded.
10
Don't
pounds
use
each.
math on me. I'll tell you how much gold you looted.
120 pounds worth of raw gold.
Oh, that was 120?
I
oh,
get
man,
I
I short sold us.
Daggers were 10 pounds ish each.
I'm sorry, what'd you get, Len?
12.
12. So you are able to pop out one. So you go in for one of the eyes, and then it like you accidentally pierce the sclera, and it goes like psh, and deflates. You like shit, and you're like, all right, well, you go to over the other eye, and you're like much more careful this time, and you put your dagger away, and you actually just reach your hands into the socket and just like channel your Dampier stuff and just and pull it out, and you are able to get an intact eye. But as you do so, like the veins of the eye keep going into his skull as you keep pulling it out, and it like starts to as you pull part of its brainstem toward its eye socket, and it starts to come out, and then it starts to like dissolve as the brainstem acid leaks. It's like spinal fluid starts to leak out and to the rest of its body as you see like its chitins collapse and start to like the whole thing just starts to dissolve into like a pile of goo.
I'm like looking at this
Slowly.
eye I have, and I look at the creature. I'm just kind of like. And then I'll
And you have a big, juicy red dragonfly eye. I say it's about like a foot in diameter.
tossing it up and catching it a few times. I'll like go
Big
find
old basketball.
Oscar and be like, "Is this for you?"
Cool. Thank you.
I'll give the violet blood as well.
I say roll an Arcana check for me on this thing.
Ooh, that's not good. 9.
That's some juicy eyeballs.
That's an eye. I got an eye for it. An eye for an eye.
Can you identify?
He has
that
an
dagger?
eye for you.
I'm
Twirl-
going
twirl
to
his hair.
roll an Arcana check first, just in case it's like cursed or anything.
Of the dagger?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
sure.
like try to
Should
get
I
a.
pick that up? Should I? not
So
pick
I'll
that
give you
up?
advantage because you have to detect magic up.
Okay. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. This appears to be a very basic enchantment from what you can tell. Kind of like super like low level regular enchantment. No like extra abilities. Appears to, as far as you can tell, just be a +1 dagger.
Cool.
Magically enchanted, so it's a magical item.
Nice.
Magical weapon.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Solid gold +1 dagger.
Okay, I'm gonna pick it up,
You got it. Pick it up.
and I'll just.
It's heavy.
I'm like dragging it on the ground.
Yeah,
'cause it's the size
drag
of
it.
I
the
see him
calf.
struggling, and I'm like, all right, here.
They're like it's the size of their whole calf. Is really heavy.
I'll help you. I'll
Oh,
walk over and I'll pick it up.
I'll say it's not as heavy as you were expecting. It's still heavy,
Oh,
but it's not heavy as you expecting because it's
I
magical.
pull out one of
item.
the other gold
Oh, that's
ones.
It's
and,
enchanted
like,
to not be as heavy as normal.
oh, wow.
I pull out one of the other gold daggers, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's
Yeah, it's-
It's,
It's
still
more
really heavy.
For a
though.
goblin with low strength, it's a little unwieldy, but you could probably wield it. Yeah.
Yeah, I could probably wield it as a sword because I am.
it's a short sword for him.
Mechanically, it will still be a dagger,
you know, but
but it is a +1 weapon.
Were you
Okay.
wanting to fight with that thing?
So that means +1 to attack rolls and damage rolls with that weapon.
Were
And
you
it will
wanting to
do
fight with that
magical
thing,
damage.
or I mean, Len's pretty good with the dagger.
I don't know. I'm not really good with daggers.
You
I mean,
you
I
found
say-
it.
I say let them.
Not trying to take it away
If you
from
do
you.
want to put it in D&D Beyond or put it into your inventory, you can just call it Solid Gold Eladrin Dagger +1 dagger.
Not trying to take it away from you. I'm just thinking he could probably use it
No, I think Len should have
fairly
it.
easily.
I think it's better for Len.
The artistry also on all of these weapons is
Immaculate.
immaculate. Like we're talking, like you're used to stuff like this from where you come from. This is beyond what you've seen even from the Ehrenbach house.
Okay. I guess I'll take the gold dagger.
Here you go, Len.
Take it and just admire it a little bit and be like, "Are you sure?"
At the magic one?
Did you fully identify that thing, or?
Oh, not yet. Identify.
Sure, yeah, you can take 10 minutes
I'm
over your course of your
afflicted with a
Yeah,
horrible
all you get
curse.
from it is, again, +1 dagger. +1 dagger.
It gives you some extra stuff. Here you go.
Extra stuff. What do you mean by that?
Really
It makes
sharp.
you more powerful.
I'm more powerful. How?
It makes it easier to wield.
Thank you.
He's like, child vagueness doesn't help. Like,
I think we should probably head back to the park, see if our guide has shown up yet.
yeah.
I agree.
Sounds good.
Yeah, the Farron start to continue to shore up defenses. As you leave this area, you Pip, you notice out of the corner of your eye the 3 female farmers are just like and salute at you.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
We're still with these fucks.
Oh, yeah, they're not very good. You guys just did really good.
How can you hear each other?
You can come with
I'm telepathing,
Yeah.
We could.
but
use
I'm like
guards.
whispering while telepathing.
Telepathic whispers.
We accept this.
Cool.
Cool, great. You guys head back into town.
Ooh. As we're walking,
Yes.
Maeve casts Druidcraft, makes a little spring flower, says spring court. Okay.
Spring court.
Okay.
Okay. Maeve be tempted. Interesting. Okay, so as you guys are heading through town, it is not long before you. I want to say Stern is the first one to notice because he has the highest passive perception among you. You hear more footsteps among you than you're used to hearing. And then Stern's like, "What? He's what?" He starts turning around and he's like, we have guests." And you see a wood elf individual that has been just walking with your group for who knows how long.
Hi.
Are you our guide?
We should go relatively now.
You
I
got it.
kind of gesture you to a side alley.
Lead the way.
They lead you through to a side alley that goes into what looks like an old, like aquifer drainage, that then ends up to like now this matted spot that has a bunch of like bird's nests and all this other crap. It probably was an old aquifer to like pull some stuff in there, but has since been abandoned because it got all clogged up and it was easier just to use the river and the canal system once that was actually up and running. That just goes straight under the currently being built palisades and like some old ruins that apparently were the still underground surviving ruins from where this town was extrapolated from, because you had seen a lot of elven ruins around here. So some of the underground ruins are still intact. And they lead you through a couple corridors before you reemerge back into the light of I guess noon at this point, or early or late morning, right before noon, and you are, I would say, a good couple 100 feet from the town
Oh, cool.
in the northern direction.
All right.
If y'all don't mind, I'd like to keep close to that river as much as possible.
I can imagine why.
The cherry looks to the river and looks over to the other side and looks to the north and looks to the sun.
I mean, the river
Takes a big
runs
inhale.
north.
It does.
Next to
I know.
the road.
I'm just explaining
Yeah.
to you what it is that they're doing, and they like breathe in heavy and look at you.
You don't talk much, do you? Thank you for volunteering. Regardless of the outcome of all this, you step forward to help us. You have our thanks.
Yeah, Oster steps up and puts a hand out. Oster Goodmeadow, at your service.
Just kind of look at your hand like,
It seems that we don't know how to speak without words here. Leave the fellow alone.
they just kind of like put their hand on your hand and just kind of rub it,
Okay. Well then.
and then they pull their hand back and there's some moss growing on your hand.
Cool.
I think he's trying to give you a treat.
Yeah, I'm just realizing that I don't actually know who this is. Just followed a stranger.
Follow the stranger.
Okay, you guys peacing out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
You guys are GTFOing. You're just like, well, we're done here.
We took out the general. We did as much as we could to help him.
Great.
No, we dropped off the satyr. Everything else for the past 3 sessions is just stuff that's been happening to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's so blue
Turn
and
off
glowy.
the fuck. There we go. Wonderful. So, you are going to travel north for the day. You're going to get about, I would say, if you travel a little bit into the night, you can get a full day's travel, because it's not too hard. You guys are going to, actually, here's...
Definitely
I
would
need
like
make
to
a
stop
point.
for lunch at some point, though, because that was a strenuous morning.
Yeah, we have not short rested.
Before you guys head out, you guys begin to walk north. And then you look around and you notice Stern isn't with you. And you look back and Stern is just kind of like gazing back at the town and back at the river and back at the town. He looks very pensive. And he walks a little bit closer to the chair and he's like, do you know if you have a place where we can your leader Evie said that you had safe places over by where you are headed to? That maybe they have more information as to what I am, what is inside me. The cherry looks a little like. My friends, I am a father, and I don't want to forget that I am a father. And if I forget that,
Stian, family always comes first.
I would like to think you as family as well. But if they're going somewhere that they may have more information as to what I am and how I can get back home, or to make sure that they don't forget who I am and who my family is, what kind of father would I be if I put that off?
I, for one, understand.
Yes, we knew this would happen at one point or another, given, as you said, you're a father. You don't need to continue with the pleasantries and tearful goodbyes and all that sort of thing. Just go on your journey.
If
Go
you say
home.
tearful
see your
goodbye, I'm
family.
going to cry. If you say tearful goodbye, I am fully going to cry. So, stop saying tearful. Don't
You-
say the word tearful.
You will be missed. Have no doubt about
Stop
that.
with this is going to make me cry. It's just no.
You can't just leave us. Like,
I don't want to, but I.
The man has to take care of his family. And he found a way back to them after
Yeah.
months
Maybe.
but
of not knowing.
Stern's my friend.
He's all our friends.
Maeve just breaks down again.
See, now you're crying, so I have to cry, and now I'm crying, and you're crying, and now we're all crying, and this is not how I wanted this to go. Okay, so when I was being taught by Vox Mentis, there was moments where they would speak long distance and little crows or whatever. Or, I saw one walk through a tree once. That was scary. I will ask Evie to teach me ways to do things like this. Maybe I can check in on you. I hate this. I don't like this, but
I mean, there's no way we could ever ask you to choose us over your own family. So go. You have to choose your family when you can.
it's difficult though, because the chances I have of seeing family again they are half world away.
It's still a solid lead, though. Something I know you haven't had since you landed here.
And what kind of father would I be if I didn't jump at every chance?
As I said, I understand.
Do you have children?
No, but I have a family.
Hey, Stern.
Yes, little one.
I never knew my parents, really. But you gotta make sure. I I want you to make sure your kids know you. So go. Please.
How about some good berries for the road?
I could do that. I could do that. Then he sits down and he starts gathering some earth. He starts singing a little, like, lore tune to himself, like a little Mother Goose poem to himself. Earthen mounds come to the ground, and ice flees off the hill. And he raises his hand, and it turns to like snow over the mound. The Queen's Bloom, or what was the name of the flower that he had made during the Eladrin, the northern, what was it? It was called the Ice Queen or something like that.
That sounds about right.
Like an Ice Queen bloom. I'll fix it next time. But he raises his hand and a little like the Ice Queen bloom blossom slurts out of the mound and like unfurls like a fern, and a bunch of good berries go upon it, and it looks like he's crying and choking up the more he sings the song, like as something that he used to sing to his kids that he now uses as a ingredient in a ritual part to cast some of his spells. And he collects them all and plucks the flower and hands you all 10 good berries. I'm not sure how long this will last, but whenever I went hunting, I would give it to my children so that they could talk to it like I was there. And sometimes I would hear them. Whether it was the flower or it was just fatherly intuition, I'll never know, but couldn't hurt.
We will keep it with us.
While he's still kneeling down, I go put my hand on his shoulder. And I say, Stern, it's been a pleasure traveling with you. You're going to need to break up your own bar fights from now on.
Oh, he just grabs you and hugs you real tight and he just brings you in. Like, oh, I'll never fight with you again with all the stupid tossle and tuffle. Oh, make me cry. Okay. Before I get all dried out and I can't cast spells no more.
I pray
We will see you
our paths cross
again.
Oh, you can count on it. You think I'm gonna let stupid thing like Flamewood or Divine Intervention stop me from seeing my children? You don't know Stern Nishana. I suppose I won't be needing this, and he pulls out of his pack. I believe he had some of the healing potions, right?
I think I had all of them.
What did he have in his inventory that was...
He had a spear, a silver spear that we got from
You haven't given us much
the cops.
in this campaign.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
No, I'm.
He's got money. Roughly the one.
I just mean there had like of very specific value. There hasn't
Okay,
been.
your tableside manner is just...
We've been in the fucking woods for the entire thing.
Uh-huh.
We don't require much, only luxury.
We haven't found much.
I mean, we can double check if we get the character sheet, but I could have sworn I had all
He
of
does
those.
pull out his currency, and he's like, I suppose I won't be needing any of this where I'm going, and he offers it to you guys.
No, that's yours. You keep
Take it back to your family.
It'll do more good with them.
Buy your daughter a gift.
You guys suck because you're going to make me cry like the entire trip. I'm not good at goodbyes. I never was. When I joined the Vox Mentis, I didn't know how to say goodbye to my kids. Looking back, I probably should have done that, but thank you. I still feel like shit, but thank you.
Travel safe. Turn around and start walking away.
He walks the other way.
As
back
soon
to
as he
town.
starts walking the other way, Pip turns around, runs, and hugs his knees, and then runs the other way.
You can see him just like sobbing as he like picks you up and just holds you real quick. He's like, you little one, I know the big bad, the elf doesn't like you very much, but don't worry about it. She'll warm up to you. She's the big softie. Don't worry about it. Just keep pushing, but also, pull back a little bit, then keep pushing. She'll be fine.
At that time, Len would walk over to Maeve and crouch down next to her and cup one of her hands and speak. I've been alone for decades and decades now. You're the only family I have living. I won't leave you alone. And I will let go and stand back up and watch Stern leave.
And as you guys all stop and turn to watch the silhouette of Stern among the now, well, it's more of a noon sky now, just the shadow of Stern being cast in the backs of his footsteps back towards the town. You say goodbye to a friend, but hopefully not forever. You see the cherry reach down towards a blade of grass and hold it up to the sky as it sprouts long and seeds go out and blows on the seeds, and it lands on where his footsteps were as new blades of grass begin to grow.
If nobody else did, I would have picked up the flower that he grew.
Oh, he handed it to you.
Oh yeah, so like dirt and all, like root
Okay, yeah.
ball.
And the cherry will then fold the reed that has become a stem of grass up into like a small wreath that fits into the palm of your hand, and walks over to you, Maeve, which seems the most distraught out of all of them, and just grabs one of your hands with both of his hands and just puts the small wreath into your hand.
Oh. Thank
And that's
you.
where we're going to end it tonight. As you guys head north, the guide of the cherry, Astern heads west in flight with the other cherry. All right, well, thank you, everybody. And as always, stay safe out there. Bye.